MYRTLEBeachPelicans.com/tickets.
Back on the Pelicans pregame show, we're now joined by JC Bonilla, the assistant pitching coach here for the Pelicans. And JC, talk to us about that opening weekend. You guys, your starters walked out just excellent shape. It was all capped off by Brooks Capel being the first to go 5 innings, first starter to earn a win. Let's start with him. Brooks Capel, what did you see on Sunday out of him?
And Brooks just pounded the zone with all his pitches, really stayed in attack mode throughout the whole game, and it worked to his advantage. He was able to give us 5 quality innings, and the defense was great behind them.
Evan Oschenbeck started it on Friday, the opener. All the way through the weekend, you could just see how tight this staff is, really commanding their pitches. What do you feel like overall the key to success was specifically for those starters?
Well, our motto this year is just continue to stay in attack mode. So that worked throughout the whole weekend, and starters, relievers, we all have that same mindset. So that it worked out for us, and we'll continue to carry that on for the rest of the season.
We'll have to talk to Bruce a little bit more, but you might be able to give us some insight into what pitching coach Bruce Billings says when he goes out to the mound, because it felt like every time he went out and talked to a guy, they were in a bit of a jam, and every single time they managed to get out of it. What's the secret sauce for him?
Man, Bruce is the whisperer, man. He has his own sauce, and he's had success at the highest level. So he has a secret sauce. I don't want to share too much about that.
I love it. Joined by JC Bonilla here on the pregame show. And JC, let's talk about a little bit about your background. What got you into coaching, specifically the pitching side?
So growing up, I've always liked coaching, always liked helping my teammates. And then after playing baseball at college, we're really passionate about staying around the game, and then just really networked my way in with the Cubs, and it's been up since then.
Walk us through the steps inside the Cubs organization that you've seen.
Yep. So I started off in 22, working a couple camps in AZ, then transitioned into the DR, and had a great 2 years in the DR, learned a lot, got to help develop a lot of pitchers that are now either on the Pelicans or higher levels. And from there, spring training was fun, got to learn even more. And now I'm here with the Pelicans helping develop these pitchers.
What do you feel like is so special about the DR playing in the Dominican Summer League? There are so many coaches specifically that go to the DR, and when they come back, they say it's something you have to experience. What was the best memory you have from there?
Well, I recommend it starting there. There's a lot of raw talents over there, so really help and introduce a routine to these athletes, and they're special, man. They're just really gifted. So helping them get into a good routine where they could carry it on to affiliate ball and full season, and just experience in general, winter ball, summer ball, everything. Even like life after the field, it's amazing. Everything's amazing over there, and just you get to appreciate life a little more, because those players, those international players, they go through a lot, and you get to kind of like step a little bit in their shoes and understand what they go through. So I think that's what makes it really special.
JC, it's the left-hander out of Tennessee, Riceville, Tennessee native, going on the hill today. What can Pelicans fans expect from Hayden Frank here this afternoon?
Well, they can expect Hayden to pound the zone. He's a strike thrower, and I expect him to give us 4 to 5 today.
Love it. That's JC Bonilla here on the pregame show. JC, thanks so much for the time.
Thank you. Have a good one.
We'll step aside. When we come back, we'll get you those starting lineups for game 1 of this 6-game series against the Carolina MUDCATS.
Pelicans baseball is back on the Grand Strand, and the Pelicans are once again victorious. The Birds home opener is set for Tuesday, April 8th. Don't miss out on the biggest night of the 2025 season. It is a home run. The future stars of the Chicago Cubs take the field at 7 p.m. And it's another star play by Rojas at short. And we'll cap off the night with a fireworks extravaganza. For tickets and information, visit MYRTLEBeachPelicans.com/tickets. Wednesday nights at Pelicans Ballpark have never looked better. All Wednesday home games are Wiener Wednesdays, courtesy of WFXB. Here comes the crowd on Wednesday night. And those delicious Hebrew National hot dogs are half price all game long. Plus, you can bring your furry friend because every Wednesday game is dog-friendly, courtesy of River Oaks Animal Hospital. Dog tickets are only $5, with all proceeds benefiting charities and organizations that work with dogs. For Wednesday tickets and more, visit MYRTLEBeachPelicans.com/tickets.
Myrtle Beach's ultimate family night out is Family Friday and fireworks at Pelicans Ballpark. Every Friday home game features a post-game fireworks extravaganza. Join us on May 30th for appearances by Bluey and Bingo. Plus, Family Fridays also feature a $25 meal deal, perfect for the whole family. Don't miss Bluey and Bingo at Pelicans Ballpark on May 30th. For tickets, visit MYRTLEBeachPelicans.com. Myrtle Beach's ultimate family night out is Family Friday and fireworks at Pelicans Ballpark. Every Friday home game features a post-game fireworks extravaganza.
You're listening to Myrtle Beach Pelicans baseball.
Hello and welcome for the first time in 2025 into beautiful Pelicans Ballpark in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I'm Luke Maley. We've got an exciting one on hand here tonight. Both of these teams coming in after sweeping their opening series, both with a 3-0 record atop their respective divisions. The Myrtle Beach Pelicans 3-0 atop the South all alone. On the other side, it's the Carolina MUDCATS 3-0 tied with Salem at the top of the North Division. It's a fun pitching matchup today in Hayden Frank, who makes his professional debut for the Pelicans. The 22-year-old from Riceville, Tennessee, coming out of Lipscomb, a strike thrower, a very exciting person to see here on the hill. On the other side, it is Melvin Hernandez, the 18-year-old, making his first start of the season in his second year, a 18-year-old from Rivas, Nicaragua, in his second full season. He should be an exciting one. We'll talk about them more as this game goes on. But let's first go ahead and meet the starting lineups for both teams. We'll start with the Carolina MUDCATS, the visiting team on the scoreboard. It's the number 10 Brewers prospect leading things off, Braylon Payne, the center fielder. Batting second is the shortstop, Luis Pena. Josh Adamszewski, the second baseman, bats third. In the cleanup spot is Eric Batanti, the first baseman. And number 7 prospect for the Brewers, Filippo Dituri, the third baseman, bats fifth. And in left field batting sixth is Dimitro Nadal. Reese Walling, the right fielder, slots into the 7th spot. The catcher tonight is Blayberg Diaz. He does the catching and bats 8th. And in the 9th spot is the designated hitter, Lujan Alstray. Should be a ton of fun again for the MUDCATS. Payne, Pena, Adamszewski, Batanti, Dituri, Nadal, Walling, Diaz, and Alstraste. You get your first look on the hill at Hayden Frank. Frank making his professional debut, the 22-year-old originally out of Riceville, Tennessee, a 15th round selection last year by the Chicago Cubs, making his debut here tonight. And talked a little bit about him. He missed the majority of the 2024 season due to an injury. But in his limited action, he made 5 starts. He finished 2-0 with the Bisons, a 4.34 ERA, and a bit of an interesting story on how he became a starter. He was the closer in 23 and really excelled in that role for Lipscomb University in Nashville, Tennessee. And then in 24, they tried him out as a starter. Obviously, the injury silenced his 24 campaign, but he was spectacular. And in spring training, he garnered a ton of praise. He talked to J.C. Bonilla before the game, the assistant pitching coach for the Pelicans, and he said he throws a lot of strikes, and his presence on the mound is second to none. It's a guy that comes in, he commands the strike zone, and he's just as confident as could be. Let's go ahead and meet the defense behind Hayden Frank for the Pelicans here tonight. We'll start in left field. It's Jose Escobar, who will roam out in left. In center, Espinoza. Lumpe in right. Hallback, third base. The shortstop is Angel Cepeda. Ramon at second base. Cisneros at first. And tonight doing the catching is Owen Ayers for Hayden Frank. It's Braylon Payne, the number 10 Brewers prospect and the youngest player in the 2024 Major League Baseball draft, who steps in from the left side to get things started. Payne, the center fielder for the Mudcats here this evening. Frank comes set at the belt. And we are underway at Pelicans Ballpark with a called strike by home plate umpire Derek Gibson. It's Gibson who calls the balls and strikes tonight, and our field umpire Nick Saxton right now down that first base line. Frank ready with the 0-1 pitch on its way, and it drifts outside. Hayden Frank, a 4-pitch arsenal. It's a fastball, changeup, curveball, and slider mix for the left-hander. His 1-1 offering on the way. And that one roped into right field. It'll dunk in front of Lumpoy for a leadoff base hit for Braylon Payne. Oh, Payne aboard to get this one started. And that brings up Luis Pena. This is a Carolina Mudcats team that has a ton of the top prospects in the Brewers organization. We just talked about Braylon Payne, who slides into that 10 spot. This guy here at the dish now batting from the right side, Luis Pena, is one spot ahead of him in that 9 spot. And the first pitch to Pena just rides a bit upstairs. Ball and no strikes in a lefty on righty matchup. Pena, a ton of speed if he finds a way to get aboard the base paths. His 4 steals are tied for third in the Carolina League. He checked his swing, and it's a called strike. Pena comes in, hitting .273 on the young season. Left-hander readies, and the pitch. Drifts high and away. 2-1 advantage for the right-handed hitter. This is a Mudcats lineup that features a flurry of lefties. You saw Braylon Payne lead off the game, and then a righty followed by a pair of lefties, and Filippo Duturi in the 5 spot is a switch hitter. So this one sent foul off to the right side, and it'll work its way into the concourse. Luis Pena really known for his speed. Milwaukee signed him just in last year's class in 2024. As there's a bouncing ball out towards Cepeda at short. He'll collect, go to Ramon for 1, and Ramon will put it in his back pocket. But the Pelicans get the first out of this top of the first inning. Comes on a 6-4 fielder's choice. And there's the first career out recorded at the professional level by the lefty Hayden Frank. Josh Adamszewski stands in now. You look at the replay. Cepeda flipping on to Ramon. We're out number 1. So Pena aboard after the fielder's choice, and his speed is one to watch as he takes off on the first pitch, and that one's shot down the left field line. Deep, long run for Escobar into the corner, and it's off the wall, a foul ball. Just missed extra bases did Josh Adamshevsky, which has been a common theme over the course of this early season for Adamshevsky. Adamshevsky leads the league with 2 triples. Nobody else has more than 1. Also leads in slugging percentage. Slots in second in total bases. So this is a guy that's been hitting the ball hard. And when he has stretched it into extra bases. Frank ahead, 0-1, and the pitch. Shot foul, just behind home plate, off to the left side. Oh, Hayden Frank hops ahead. No balls and 2 strikes. Pena over to first. He runs, and the pitch laced right back up the middle, past the diving Ramon and into center field. Pena will go first to third. It's a 1-out single and the second base hit of the inning for the MUDCATS. Payne going first to third on the play, and it wasn't exactly a hit and run, but it worked perfectly for the MUDCATS. So Frank working in a bit of a jam to this point, and we've seen this over the course of the year. In the first 3 games, the Pelicans' longest no-hit bid was Brooks Capel on Sunday in the 3rd game of the year, in which he got 1 out before allowing a base hit. But the starting staff has been able to limit the damage. Eric Batanti in the cleanup spot, bats from the left side. Batanti to the number 7 prospect in the Brewers organization. Frank's offering on its way. And there's a call and strike. Batanti comes in hitting .231. Guy that possesses a lot of power in that left-handed swing. Has tallied a couple of RBI in the early season. And the pitch. Line back up the middle, a base hit with an RBI attached. A 1 run in, and Pena scores on the play. Adamshevsky going over to third base. And it's the MUDCATS who strike first, and for the first time all season, the Pelicans find themselves behind to start a game. They did their hitting early and often in that sweep in Charleston to open the season. They've yet to trail a game. They were tied in the middle innings of Sunday's contest as Filippo Duturi watches a called strike 1. 0-1 with the left-hander Hayden Frank on the bump. Filippo Duturi, the third baseman, a switch hitter, batting from the right side. The pitch just drifts outside. We're even at 1-1. 1-0 in the top of the first inning. Runners at the corners and just 1 away. Runner goes. The pitch chopped on the ground. Right side. Cisneros had it pop in and out of his glove. That'll score a run, but he will race to the first base pillow to record the second out of the frame. Josh Adamshevsky scores. Batanti, who is running on the play, moves into second base. And it's an RBI ground out that goes 3 unassisted for Filippo Duturi. Here's Dimitro Nadal, the left fielder this evening for the MUDCATS. First offering on its way, and it's taken just a bit high. Nadal hitting .143 with a .476 OPS on the young season. Waves the bat over his head. And the pitch. Wave and a miss. 2-0 here early in the home opener for the Myrtle Beach Pelicans in 2025. Left-hander set, he looks to second. And the offering home. Hit high in the air into shallow left field. Escobar ranging in. Cepeda, the shortstop, going back. And it's the shortstop, Angel Cepeda, who puts the squeeze on it and retires the side in the top of the first. But Carolina does get a pair of runs. It comes on 3 hits, no errors, and they leave 1 stranded aboard the base paths. To the bottom of the first we go from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. The Pelicans to the plate for the first time at home in 2025 when we come back. Back high atop Pelicans ballpark. It's a 2-0 advantage after the top of the first for Carolina. And Alexi Lumpoy stands in. And the first pitch from Hernandez is rocketed down the right field line. And it will drift foul. Aggressive start to the evening for the Pelicans offense and Alexi Lumpoy. Lumpoy, the right fielder here. He's followed by the shortstop, Angel Cepeda. Jose Escobar will bat third. He's the left fielder. Cole Mathis, the designated hitter, slides into the cleanup spot. Ariandis Ramon, the second baseman, bats fifth. In the sixth spot is the catcher, Owen Ayers. Matt Hallback, the third baseman, bats seventh. Cameron Cisneros does the work at the one bag, and he'll bat eighth. And rounding things out for Giovanni Cuevas' Pelicans is Leonel Espinosa, the center fielder. 0-1 after the foul ball and the pitch. Drifts a bit inside. In talking with Pelicans hitting coach Roberto Vaz, he said that patience is the key for Alexi Lumpoy. And the pitch. Drifts high and away for ball 2. And it's not patience in not swinging. It's patience on waiting for his exact pitch. 2-1 on the way. Just drift outside, and Lumpoy hops ahead. 3 balls and a strike. Lumpoy found himself behind in a lot of counts early, and it was because he was taking some pitches that they felt he could be aggressive with as he chops one, a slow roller up the first base line, and Batanti puts the squeeze on it and touches the first base bag, and there's out number 1. There's Slider, the bat dog for the Pelicans, and one of the goodest boys. He's been training for these moments all offseason long, and he's ready to go. In steps Angel Cepeda. Cepeda, one of 2 top 30 prospects in the Cubs organization that find their way to this opening day roster. The first offering on its way. And they're a called strike. 0-1 on the right-handed hitting Cepeda. He does the work at shortstop today. Roberto Vaz, the hitting coach, said that this is the guy that impressed him the most over the weekend. As he watches outside for ball 1. even at a ball and a strike. And the reason being is that Cepeda is getting his first experience in stateside baseball and affiliated ball. 1-1. Chopped on the ground left side. It's the shortstop Pena who vacuums it in, and he fires high, and that pulls off the first baseman Batanti, and Cepeda becomes the first base runner for the Pelicans at home in 2025. Cepeda just 19 years old. You watched that one. It was fielded cleanly by Pena, but just a high throw, and that pulled Batanti off that first base bag. And Cepeda, who runs well, finds himself aboard at first base. Here's Jose Escobar. Nicknamed him the Mini Soto. A do-it-all guy at the plate and the pitch. First offering is in there, a called strike. That nickname coming from the Pelicans coaching staff. Luis Pena charged with the error and allows Cepeda to reach. Melvin Hernandez rocks and fires, misses outside. Melvin Hernandez, as you can see, has a very interesting delivery to the plate. A right-hander really yanks that front left shoulder. And in doing so, as he picks over to first, he's not an overpowering pitcher. He sits in the low 90s. But he gets a lot of tail, a lot of run on his pitches, and it's because he puts his full body into it. Such a horizontal motion with that front shoulder. Pitch misses down and in for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike on Jose Escobar, the left fielder this evening for the Pelicans. His 6 hits are tied for not only the team lead, but also for second in the Carolina League. Had himself quite the opening night back on Friday. Cepeda runs, got a really good jump. The pitch misses outside, and the throw is going to be late. Cepeda has himself a stolen bag. Cepeda moves into scoring position for Jose Escobar, who has driven in 3 runs on the year. Right-hander Pearson has his sign from the catcher Diaz. And the offering on its way. Slow roller foul up the first base line. And Batanti will ensure that it goes foul by putting some leather on it. Escobar, the left-handed hitting left fielder, came in with a .462 batting average. Has played in each of the first 4 games now for Myrtle Beach. Payoff offering. Popped up, foul on the left side. Escobar stays alive. 3 balls and 2 strikes. He has garnered high praise from manager Giovanni Cuevas, first-year manager for the Myrtle Beach Pelicans. Hernandez readies. And the pitch. Time called. And rather a pitch clock violation. And that'll be the first one here in Pelicans ballpark in 2025. A pitch clock violation results in ball 4, Jose Escobar. That's something that in this league you'll see quite a bit of, and a large part of that is because with some of these young guys, it's their first experience with the pitch clock. In the Dominican Summer League and the Arizona Complex League, as well as the Florida Complex League, so rookie ball. They will sometimes in those parks have the clock running, but they don't exactly enforce the clock. First and second for Cole Mathis. And the offering home just misses low and away. Mathis, the highest ranked top 30 prospect on this Pelicans opening day roster. Slots in at number 15 in the Cubs' top 30 prospects list. A 2024 draft pick. Pitch home is sent back to the backstop, even at a ball and a strike. Mathis, an eager hitter. I know he's ready to swing the bat, but he showed off his patience on the road in Charleston. He drew 6 walks in that weekend trip to Charleston, which is tied for first in the Carolina League. He had 4 on opening night. Offering from Hernandez, a check swing. And Mathis was able to hold up the swing, it appeared. Or rather, he fouled it off. Couldn't tell exactly if it made contact, but it is 1-2. Mathis hitting .250 on the year. Played his college baseball. He asked for time. But played his college ball at College of Charleston, where he committed solely because they gave him the opportunity to be a two-way player. He was a solid addition on the mound for them. Righty kicks and fires. That one laced into deep left center field. Nadal going back at the track. He leaps, and he makes the grab. Cepeda having to hustle back to the bag at second. The relay not going to get there in time. Angel Cepeda able to scamper back to second base safely. And Cole Mathis just narrowly missed extra bases. Chose the wrong part of the ballpark. Put a good jolt into that one, right at that cutout. It darts back in left center field. Mathis becomes out number 2 here in the bottom of the first. And the first offering to Ariandis Ramon is in there, a called strike. Just caught the bottom of the zone. Ramon, a .273 hitter. He's picked up 3 RBI, and he delivered a 2-run, 2-out double in the series against Charleston. He's hit well with 2 outs. And he falls behind 0-2. A familiar face here in Myrtle Beach. They saw him last season. Ramon, a switch hitter, batting from the left side with the righty on the hill. And the 0-2 drifts all the way to the backstop. A wild pitch will let both runners move up 90 feet. Angel Cepeda goes over to third. Jose Escobar follows in suit up to second base. Ramon last season batted .280 across 2 levels. He played in 27 games for the Pelicans. A 1-2 offering on its way. Wave and a miss on a ball down in the strike zone. And there's the first strikeout for the 18-year-old from Nicaragua, Melvin Hernandez. And that retires the side in the bottom of the first. No runs for the Pelicans. No hits, 1 error. And they leave 2 stranded. 1 in the books. It's Carolina 2, Myrtle Beach 0. Hayden Frank back on the mound for his second frame of work. Frank will face the 7, 8, 9 batters, the bottom 3 in the order, after facing 6 in that top of the first, in which Carolina scored 2 runs. There's Reese Walling to lead things off, and he goes after the first pitch, a bouncing ball up the first base line. Cisneros has it, and he's there, a couple of steps ahead of Walling. A quick first down. It comes on just 1 pitch for Hayden Frank. A better start to the second than it was in his first inning of professional baseball. Frank, a guy that this coaching staff is very, very confident in. The Cubs feel like they found something in him. In steps Bleiberg Diaz, the catcher tonight, and first pitch on its way, called a strike by home plate umpire Derek Gibson. Diaz batting from the right side, and the pitch, wave and a miss. It's quickly 0-2 in favor of the left-hander on the mound. Diaz digs back in. Waves the bat over his right shoulder. Frank readies, and the pitch. Lined into right field, and it'll dunk in front of Lumpoy for a 1-out base hit. You go back to that first inning, and the Pelicans staff has done a tremendous job on the mound of limiting damage. Charleston had a ton of opportunities, but the 3 hits in that first inning are the most allowed in a single inning over the course of the young year by a Pelicans pitcher. The pitch. Alastre takes down and in for ball 1. Frank's still finding his groove. He had a really solid spring. As he's ready to go and picks over to first base where Diaz goes back in standing up. But he missed the majority of the 24 season due to injury. And in 23, he was a closer. There's a bouncing ball left side. It's hauled back to the third baseman. He goes to Ramon at second for 1. The throw to first is not in time. Just narrowly missed the double play. Alastre, the designated hitter, able to leg it out. And that'll make it a fielder's choice. So Diaz erased off the base paths, and Alastre takes his spot at first. And the lineup turns over second time through against the lefty from Riceville, Tennessee. Here's Braylon Payne. And the pitch. Slapped into left field. Escobar ranging back, got turned around, and it's over his head. It'll one-hop the wall. Diaz rounding third, getting the wave. The cutoff throw from Cepeda is online and in time to chop down Diaz. An excellent relay. Ends the top of the second. It's a scoreless top of the second. Braylon Payne picks up a base hit. But the relay goes Escobar, Cepeda, Ayers, and that does it for the top of the second. We go to the bottom of the second, where the Pelicans come into the plate. When we come back, it's 2-0 Mudcats.
Hi, folks. This is Mark Jersick, and Carolina Cool is a proud supporter of the Myrtle Beach Pelicans. You all know Carolina Cool is your premier HVAC, plumbing, and electrical service provider here on the Grand Strand. We work hard to provide the best 24/7 service on the beach, much like the Pelicans work hard every ball game to bring home the win. Carolina Cool and the Myrtle Beach Pelicans. We've been teammates for over 25 years. Now that's cool.
Carolina Cool. That's cool.
Myrtle Beach's ultimate family night out is Family Friday and fireworks at Pelicans Ballpark. Every Friday home game features a post-game fireworks extravaganza. Join us on September 5th for Peanuts Night with a special appearance by Snoopy. Plus, Family Fridays also feature a $25 meal deal perfect for the whole family. Don't miss your chance to meet Snoopy at Pelicans Ballpark on September 5th. For tickets, visit MyrtleBeachPelicans.com. Owen Ayers leads off the home half of the second inning for Myrtle Beach. And the first pitch from Hernandez drifts down and in for ball one. Ayers still in search of hit number one of the year. He has rotated behind the dish, making his second start tonight as he takes upstairs for ball two. Him and Michael Carrico have shared the catching duties. 2-0 on its way, and there's a big cut and a miss by the switch hitting catcher, Owen Ayers. Ayers donning the number 20 on the back of his white uniform. And the pitch. Fouled back off the catcher, Diaz. Ayers was a 2024 Cubs draftee, made his Pelicans debut in August of last season. Ayers got off to a really hot start after his promotion, logging hits in each of his first 7 games with the Pelicans. Pitch home, and that one down and in. The left-handed hitting catcher. 2-0 the score. A 2 spot in the top of the first for Carolina. And the pitch. There's a strong hit line drive that one hops towards Batono at first. And he's able to glove it and race to the pillow in time for out number 1. A Hallback will step in now. Hallback, the third baseman, stands in. Hallback had himself a really good opening weekend, making his professional debut in Charleston, hitting .667 at this moment. First offering. Spinner in there, a called strike. Hallback leading the Carolina League in batting average among qualified hitters. Also in OPS, 1,700. There's a pitch in there, a called strike, and Hallback falls behind 0-2. Back on opening night, Hallback blasted his first homer as a professional. And the pitch popped up on the infield, back behind the plate. Diaz looking up at it, at the netting, and he'll watch it fall into the second row. So Hallback stays alive. A native of California. He played his college ball at UC San Diego with the Tritons. There's a pair of RBI to his name on the year. So that one skips in and all the way to the backstop. A ball in 2 strikes. Hallback considered playing basketball before electing to play baseball in college. The 1-2. Cut on and missed, and he's down on strikes. 2 gone in the home half of the second inning. Pelicans still looking to get something going. They threatened in the top, or the bottom of the first inning, rather. Picked up a base runner on an error charged to the shortstop, Pena, as well as a walk drawn by Jose Escobar. But no hits to this point, and here's Cameron Cisneros. First offering rides inside. Cisneros drafted in last year's draft out of East Tennessee State. Originally a native of Denver, Colorado. Joined the Pelicans late last year and appeared in 13 games. The 1-0 drifts well outside for ball 2. In those 13 games last year, Cisneros homered on 3 occasions. And he hits one high in the air out towards shallow left. Nadal, the left fielder, on the run in. Now he's camped under it and has to drift to his left to haul in the final out of the second inning. It's a 1-2-3, bottom of the second for Melvin Hernandez against the Pelicans. 2 innings in the books. We go to the top of the third. When we come back, it's the Mudcats 2, the Pelicans nothing.
Shop the biggest inventory of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs around at Beach Automotive Group. With 7 brands to choose from, the Beach family of dealerships has whatever you're looking for. Come see us at all our Beach locations: Ford, Lincoln, Mazda, Volvo, Buick, GMC, and Chevrolet, where we make car buying easy with our massive selection, convenient financing, and friendly service. Whether you're shopping new or pre-owned, our team of automotive experts are committed to helping you find just the right one for you at just the right price. And if it's not on the lot, let us know and we'll help you custom order your perfect fit so you can drive home happy in a new vehicle you'll love. Plus, when you shop with us, you're always buying backed by Beach with transparent pricing, uncompromised customer service, and our $1,000 low price guarantee. We'll beat any other dealer's price or give you $1,000. There's no better way to buy than backed by Beach. Come see us at Beach Automotive or shop online at beachautomotive.com. Beach Automotive Group, proud sponsor of your Myrtle Beach Pelicans.
Myrtle Beach's ultimate family night out is Family Friday and fireworks at Pelicans Ballpark. Every Friday home game features a post-game fireworks extravaganza. Join us on May 9th for appearances by Raph and Mikey, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Plus, Family Fridays also feature a $25 meal deal perfect for the whole family. Don't miss Raph and Mikey at Pelicans Ballpark on May 9th. For tickets, visit MyrtleBeachPelicans.com. It's Luis Pena who toes into the box to face the left-hander Frank to open the top of the third inning. Pena reached on a fielder's choice and came around to score as part of that 2-run first and watches a called strike one. Still a 2-0 advantage for Carolina, with the only runs coming in that top of the first inning. That one's smacked high in the air out towards right, playable for Lumpoy. He's camped under it, reaches into the sky, and puts the squeeze on it. Well, Luis Pena becomes the initial out of the third inning on a fly out to right. And that brings up Josh Adamszewski. Adamszewski singled back in the first. It's one of 3 to notch base hits against Frank in that opening frame. And the initial offering on its way. It dips beneath the zone. Adamszewski, as we mentioned, tops a ton of categories in the Carolina League. He's 8th in batting average, and that was coming into the night before the 1-for-1 start. And that one fisted into right center field, down a base hit, and make it a 2-for-2 start to the night for Adamszewski. A runner aboard with 1 gone. Eric Batanti stands in now. Batanti slated as the number 7 prospect, which is the second highest prospect on this MUDCATS roster for the Brewers. And he rockets one down the right field line, and that one will roll into the corner for extra bases. Adamszewski gets the stop sign at third base, and it's a 1-out double for Eric Batanti. Second double of the night for the MUDCATS against Hayden Frank. And it's second and third on the 7th hit collected already in this ball game. Each of the first 3 innings, Carolina has picked up multiple hits. It was 3 in the first, 2 in the second, and now 2 with 1 away here in the third. There's Filippo Dituri, who grounded out to first in his first trip. That did have an RBI attached. Dituri awaits the pitch with the infield in. And the pitch misses beneath the zone. Batanti standing at second base after the double. Adamszewski 90 feet away from becoming the 3rd run of the contest for Carolina. Frank Reddies and is offering home. Hit back up the middle, past the diving Ramon and into center field. That'll score at least 1. The second on its way, and the throw home airmailed. It'll go all the way to the backstop where Frank picks it up, and that allows Dituri to move up to second base. So a 2 RBI single for Filippo Deturi. He moves up to second on the throw home. And just like that, it's a 4-0 advantage for Carolina. Dimitro Nadal stands in now. He popped out to end that first inning. And he shoots one high in the air, but it'll work its way into the crowd where it becomes a souvenir or a fan here at Pelicans Ballpark. Left-hander set at the chest. Frank looks the second, now comes home, and the pitch to Nadal. Just got the inner edge, a called strike by Derek Gibson. And Frank ahead, 0-2. Frank in search of strikeout number 1 of his professional career. Right-hander waves the bat over his shoulder, and the pitch. Smacked into right center field, tailing away from Espinosa, who on the run makes the grab for out number 2. A line out to center field. Espinosa got a really good read on it. His first step was in the right direction and results in out number 2. And that keeps Deturi at bay at second base. Reese Walling will stand in now. He's a left-handed hitter. Frank's first pitch. Hit high in the air, out towards center again. Espinosa looking into the night sky. He's camped under it, reaches skyward and hauls it in for out number 3. On F8 ends the inning, and Hayden Frank is out of the third, but not before 2 more runs cross on 3 hits, no errors, and the Mudcats leave 1 stranded. We go to the bottom of the third. Pelicans coming to the plate, trailing 4-0 when we come back. Myrtle Beach's ultimate family night out is Family Friday and fireworks at Pelicans Ballpark. Every Friday home game features a post-game fireworks extravaganza. Join us on August 8th for appearances by Marshall and Rubble from Paw Patrol. Plus, Family Fridays also feature a $25 meal deal, perfect for the whole family. Don't miss Marshall and Rubble at Pelicans Ballpark on August 8th. For tickets, visit myrtlebeachpelicans.com.
Hey fans, catch the excitement of minor league baseball with the Bally Sports Live app. Watch your favorite team or scout the top prospects. Every game live all season long.
Strike 3! You're out!
Plus, stream the Savannah Bananas and emerging fight sports to keep the action going. Best of all, it's totally free. No credit card required. Download the Bally Sports Live app today on your phone or connected device.
Beginning April 22nd, enjoy $2 tacos and $3 tall boys every Tuesday, courtesy of Corona, Fiesta Mexicana, WMBF News, and 96.1 WKZQ.
We open the series here in Myrtle Beach on Tuesday night.
These tasty tacos and ice-cold tall boys of Corona and Modelo are available on the Budweiser Bowtie deck. Tacos are available while supplies last, and the drink special runs for 2 hours beginning when gates open. Get your tickets now at myrtlebeachpelicans.com/tickets.
Home half of the third inning. The Pelicans trailing 4-0 here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And it's Leonel Espinosa who watches ball 1 out of the right hand of the 18-year-old from Nicaragua, Melvin Hernandez. Hernandez threw 2 scoreless, and the offering home just misses low and away. It's a 2-0 advantage for Espinosa, who celebrated his 22nd birthday yesterday. An off-day birthday, the 2-0. Wave and a miss on a big hack. 2 balls and a strike. Espinosa made his stateside debut with the Pelicans back in 2023. Pitch misses just off the outer edge, and it's a 3-1 advantage for the right-handed hitting outfielder. He appeared in 59 games last year for the Birds. He hit 260 with 21 extra base hits. 3-1. Smacked foul back off to the right side. Espinosa does have a lot of speed on the base paths. He finished second on the team with 5 triples last year for Myrtle Beach. Very lively personality, as is much of this team. Payoff pitch on the way. High bouncer on the left side. It's long run for Deturi, and he's not going to get a glove on it. It's an infield single for Espinosa, and there's your first hit of the night for the Pelicans. It comes to lead off the home half of the third. Slider will go out and retrieve the bat. The lineup turns over second time through against Melvin Hernandez. Alexi Lumpoy steps up. Lumpoy participated in the Cubs spring breakout game at the end of spring training. And they took on the Angels. Pitch home. Just missed a bit inside. A guy that the Cubs organization is extremely excited about. Still very young. 21 years old, getting his first taste of stateside baseball after a couple of seasons in the Dominican Summer League. He quickly hops ahead, 2 balls and no strikes. Boy with a ton of speed. He grounded out to first base in his first trip against Hernandez. Pitch home. Taken. That one caught the outer half of the plate. 2 balls and a strike. Lumpoy came in hitting .333, and that comes on the heels of a 3-for-4 performance on Sunday, which he doubled. Pickoff attempt by Hernandez. He did catch Espinosa leaning just a little bit, and Espinosa was able to work his way back to the bag with a dive. Lumpoy has hit safely in each of the 3 games so far, as this one sent skyward out towards shallow left center field. Espinosa was running on the pitch. It's the left fielder Nadal who makes the grab for out number 1. That sends Espinosa back to the first base bag. And there's one away here in the bottom of the third. Here's Angel Cepeda, the number 17 prospect in the Cubs organization. Cepeda was impressive in the opening weekend. Just 19 years old as he leans inside and watches a pitch nearly catches front shoulder. Cepeda reached on an error in his first trip and then was stranded at third base. He was the first to reach for the Pelicans in this ballgame. The 1-0. And sent right back up the middle and through into center field. Espinosa, a wide turn. He's headed to third. Here comes Payne's throw. It's on line, but Espinosa got around the tag. And he pops up and pumps up the crowd. Quickly out of the dugout comes the manager for Carolina, Nick Stanley, the reigning Carolina League manager of the year, that is. It was wise base running by Cepeda, who runs well. You see that ball got there in time, but a nice slide by Espinosa, able to move around it and earn himself the safe call. A base hit for Angel Cepeda. He moves up to second on the throw to third. And here's Jose Escobar, who has been arguably the most dangerous hitter over the course of this season. And he waves and misses at the first pitch. Escobar doesn't have a massive frame. He stands at 5'10", 165 pounds. Originally from Venezuela. He homered back on opening night. There's a called strike, and we're even at a ball and a strike. Towards the top of the league with 6 hits. He walked in his first trip. That one misses downstairs. Ball and 2 strikes on the left-handed hitting Escobar. Jose hitting .462 on the season. That homer and 3 RBI, looking to add to that total here. The pitch popped up on the infield. It's the shortstop Pena looking up at it, calling everybody off, and he'll make the grab for out number 2. Pop out provides a massive second out for Hernandez on the hill. And the Pelicans at a risk of stranding 2 at second and third for the second time in 3 innings. Here's Cole Mathis. Last time up, we talked a little bit about Mathis being a two-way player at College of Charleston. In 2023, as a sophomore, he led them in OPS at over 1,000 and an ERA at 3.45. He watches a breaking ball just beneath the zone for ball 1. After that year, he was sent to the Cape Cod League, Cape Cod, Massachusetts, where he finished second in the league with 11 homers as he cuts through an off-speed pitch, and we're even at a ball and a strike. And 11 home runs in 38 games that summer. He had a bit of an elbow injury last spring, so he's dialed in on hitting. 1-1. Dips beneath the zone and a bit away, and it's 2-1 advantage for Mathis, who has been extremely patient at the dish. Something rare that you see with guys just getting their introduction into professional baseball. But there's a reason he was drafted in the second round as he watches a called strike. 54th overall last year. He heard his name called by the Chicago Cubs. Mathis, a 21-year-old. The 2-2 on its way. Caught the outer edge, got him looking. A backwards K. And now it's 1 in each inning for Melvin Hernandez. It gets him out of the jam. A threat extinguished. It's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 stranded in the third. 3 innings behind us here from Pelicans Ballpark in Myrtle Beach. It's a 4-0 advantage for the visitors, the Mudcats on the scoreboard.
Wednesday nights at Pelicans Ballpark have never looked better. All Wednesday home games are Wiener Wednesdays, courtesy of WFXB.
Here comes the crowd on Wednesday night.
And those delicious Hebrew National hot dogs are half price all game long. Plus, you can bring your furry friend because every Wednesday game is dog-friendly, courtesy of River Oaks Animal Hospital. Dog tickets are only $5 with all proceeds benefiting charities and organizations that work with dogs. For Wednesday tickets and more, visit MyrtleBeachPelicans.com/tickets.
This summer, we're going from minor league baseball to major fun. Whether you're just stopping by or looking for that Grand Slam getaway, Wyndham rewards everyone. Start earning points on your next qualified by Wyndham hotel stay and redeem them for minor league baseball tickets and experiences all summer long. Not a Wyndham Rewards member? Join for free at WyndhamRewards.com. Restrictions apply. Visit WyndhamRewards.com for more details.
Pelicans baseball is back on the Grand Strand.
And the Pelicans are once again victorious.
The Birds home opener is set for Tuesday, April 8th. Don't miss out on the biggest night of the 2025 season.
It is a home run.
The future stars of the Chicago Cubs take the field at 7 p.m.
And it's another star play by Rojas at short.
And we'll cap off the night with a fireworks extravaganza. For tickets and information, visit MyrtleBeachPelicans.com/tickets.
You're listening to Myrtle Beach Pelicans baseball.
Hayden Frank back on the hill. 4-0 game here in the top of the fourth. First offering on its way, and it's bounced left side. All back, the third baseman cuts it off. Fires across his body in time for the first down. 5-3 ground out off the bat of Diaz to get things started. And in steps Luyan Alastre. Alastre, the designated hitter. He reached on a 5-4 fielder's choice back in the second inning. seeing Frank for the second time. And the pitch drifts high and away for ball one. Frank set at the belt. Expect this to likely be his final frame of work. Pitch home, wave and a miss. And talking with J.C. Bonilla in the pregame show, he told us to expect about 4 innings or 75 pitches for the left-hander out of Tennessee. 1-1 on its way to Alastre. Cut on and missed on a pitch upstairs. At the moment, Frank sitting, getting near 45 pitches. Lefty kicks and fires. The 1-2 drifts outside. Frank has allowed at least 2 hits in each inning to this point. But despite giving up 4 earned runs on 8 hits, has remained relatively efficient. 2-2. Missed downstairs, and the count runs full. A 4-0 ball game here in the top of the 4th inning. It's 4 runs on 8 hits and an error for Carolina. No runs on 2 hits and no errors for Myrtle Beach. Lefty readies, the payoff. Breaking ball tapped softly towards shortstop. Cepeda on a charge. Bare hands, fires to first, but not quite in time. Cisneros did a nice job of knocking it down. Now there's a 1-out base runner on an infield single by the 9-hole hitting Alastre. The lineup turns over 3rd time through against Hayden Frank. Braylon Payne is 2 for 2 to this point. He doubled his last time up, but it coincidentally ended the 2nd inning and on a 7-6-2 outfield assist. Pickoff attempt over to first and nothing doing. Didn't fool Alastre at all. Left-hander peers in. Now readies and kicks. There's a soft roller back towards the hill. He hops off the mound. Ramon, the second baseman, will have to put it in his back pocket. Back-to-back infield singles for the Mudcats. And they're in business yet again for the 4th consecutive inning. They've notched at least 2 hits. Frank has done a nice job of getting the initial out of innings. He gave up a leadoff base hit in the 1st, but since then has got the leadoff man sent back to the dugout. As Luis Pena takes the first offering just a bit down and away for ball 1. Pena batting from the right side. It's 0 for 2 to this point, but has scored a run. 1-0. Found back off the screen behind home plate. Alastre at second, Payne behind him at first. And it's the Brewers' 9th-ranked prospect, Luis Pena, in the right-handed batter's box. Heart of the order coming up to face Frank for the 3rd time. Pitch, smacked foul, back out of play. A 1-2 advantage for Frank. Attacking with a fastball, changeup, curveball, and slider mix. Looks to second. And the offering home. This is upstairs. Frank's had some trouble putting away batters. A 2-strike pitch hasn't exactly gone his way. Looking to work out of a jam. 2-2. Popped up right side, and Lumpe can only watch it. 2 balls and 2 strikes after the foul ball. Josh Adamszewski standing on deck. He's 2 for 2 to this point. Frank has picked up a couple of ground balls, including in this inning that both went down as infield singles. But a double play not out of the possibility. Just misses the strike zone. Already 10 hits for Carolina in this one. It's the most that the Pelicans have allowed this season. The pitch rides upstairs for ball 4. Well, the base is loaded, and we'll see. We'll get a mound visit here. Bruce Billings will come out and talk to his left-hander. So it appears that he will stay in there for at least one more batter. Bruce Billings, a familiar face here in Myrtle Beach. He's a returner, but not from last season. He's back with the Pelicans after serving as the pitching coach for High South Bend last season. During his playing career, he appeared on the mound for the Yankees, A's, and Rockies. We saw him seldomly on the road in Charleston in that 3-game sweep of the River Dogs. But when we did see him, it was in jams like this one, and the Pelican staff did a tremendous job of avoiding disaster. Every time he came out, it seemed like the next at-bat was a very positive result for the man on the hill. Hayden Frank looks to continue that streak. Talking with J.C. Bonilla before the game, the assistant pitching coach, and he said that Bruce Billings has got a little secret sauce and that he can't really let us in on the secret. He didn't want to say too much about what Bruce tells his pitchers. But he does a really nice job with the pitching staff. First pitch to Adam Shefsky. Rides inside. He started his swing, and they appeal down, or Nick Saxton, the field umpire tonight, says he did not offer at it. But want to know the count on the left-handed hitting second baseman. Adam Shefsky awaits. That time he certainly offered. Tried to hold it up yet again, but to no avail. It's a crisp 60 degrees here in Myrtle Beach. No wind. A pleasant night for baseball. 1-1. Popped up left side in foul territory. Hallback giving chase and running out of real estate. And it finds its way into the seats. Really solid crowd on hand. And the 2025 home opener for the Myrtle Beach Pelicans. One and two the count. Lefty on lefty battle. And the pitch. Breaking ball, fisted into right field. A base hit. One run will score. The second on its way. Payne on his way to the plate. He'll dive into home safely. And it's a 2-run, 1-out base knock for Josh Adamszewski, who is now 3 for 3 on the evening. Adamszewski has been a pain in the side for Hayden Frank. He moves up to second base. Alastre and Payne each scoring on the play. Luis Pena, who reached via the walk, over to third. A 6-0 ball game. A 0 in the top of the second for Carolina. It's been 2 runs each in every other inning to this point as Frank misses with his first offering downstairs. Eric Batanti, the number 7 Brewers prospect, bats now, and he's had himself a fast start to the evening. Came in hitting .231, but he's 2 for 2 to this point. Doubled his last time. Drove in a pair of runs. And he's ahead now, 2 balls and no strikes. There's some action out in that pen for the Pelicans over the right field wall. 2-0 pitch on its way. Down in the dirt, blocked by the catcher Ayers. Six runs across in the first 4 innings for the Mudcats. Previous high on the year for opponents against this staff was 5. Check swing, and he went around. A 3-1 advantage still for the left-handed hitting Batanti. Filippo Duturi stands on deck. First base open, infield a bit in for the Pelicans, and there's one right down Broadway. A called strike, and the count moves full. Now, the Pelicans did not trail in that 3-game series in Charleston, winning game 1 13-2. The 3-2 pitch. Line drive into right. That's going to score at least one. Here comes the second. Pena already in. Adam Shevsky will score. The throw goes to second, and it's a 4-run fourth for the Mudcats. It's 8-0 Carolina. Eric Batanti now 3 for 3 in this one, and Giovanni Cuevas will step to the mound. Giovanni Cuevas in his first season as a manager, his third as a coach in the Cubs organization. He'll come out and he'll go to the bullpen. Pelicans trailing 8-0. It's 8 runs on 12 hits with 1 error. And Hayden Frank will exit the ballgame. We'll see who the Myrtle Beach Pelicans elect to go to first out of the pen. Bullpen was pretty effective in Charleston as Hayden Frank works his way back to the dugout. Giovanni Cuevas, a player's first coach. This group of Pelicans respects him a ton, especially because he understands being in their shoes. Giovanni Cuevas spent 6 seasons as a player in the Cubs organization before he turned into a coach. He's in his 3rd season as a coach with the Cubs organization, but his first as a manager. And the first call to the bullpen is Charlie Hurley out of Sacramento, California. Hurley, the tallest rostered player for the Pelicans at 6'8", 225 pounds. He's a 23-year-old who signed in 2024. He played for 2 different colleges during his career. He started at USC with the Trojans and then transferred to Texas, where he was a Longhorn for 2 seasons. Hurley was one of the only players that did not appear for the Pelicans over the weekend out of the bullpen. So he did anticipate seeing Charlie Hurley on the mound. He gets loose. So Hayden Frank is done. He goes 3 1/3 innings, allowing 12 hits. For the moment, it is 8 runs, but he's still responsible for a runner aboard. And Eric Batanti, who just knocked in a pair of runs, one of those 1-out single. Hurley gets ready to go. Batanti will take his spot back at first base. And Filippo Duturi will be the first to face Charlie Hurley. He stands in from the left side. 1 away here in the top of the 4th. An 8-0 advantage for Carolina. So the Pelicans have their work cut out for them. Team that has not trailed over the course of the season. And Hurley's first offering just dips beneath the zone. Welcome to professional baseball, Charlie Hurley, making his debut here this evening. Right-hander set at the belt, and he delivers home, misses down and in. Mentioned Hurley standing at 6'8", 225 pounds. Attacks with a fastball, sinker, cutter, slider, and curveball mix. And he falls behind, 2 balls and no strikes on Duturi. There's a bouncing ball out towards second. Ramon backs up, goes to second for 1. The relay throw not in time, but they do get the lead out, the second out of the inning. So Hurley does his job and makes relatively quick work of Duturi, who takes his spot at first after the fielder's choice that goes 4-6. Batanti erased. Duturi takes his spot at first. And here's Dimitro Nadal. It was 0 for 2 to this point. Early readies and the pitch. Rides down and in. Dimitro Nadal, the left fielder, Came in hitting 143. It's dropped a bit with an 0 for 2 start to the evening for him. The pitch. Bouncer out towards short. Charging Cepeda. Gloves it. Fires on the run out in front of Nadal. And that does it in the top of the fourth. But it is a 4 spot in the top of the fourth for Carolina. They double their lead. It's now 8-0. Pelicans coming to the plate in the bottom of the fourth when we come back.
On Thursdays, let the Pelicans host the party. Join us for Budweiser Thirsty Thursdays at Pelicans Ballpark during the 2025 season. Every Thursday home game features $2 Bud and Bud Light 12-ounce cans, and $3 glasses of wine courtesy of Axelrod & Associates and WPDE. Drink specials run for 2 hours beginning when the gates open. That's every Thursday home game at Pelicans Ballpark. To get your tickets today, visit MyrtleBeachPelicans.com/tickets.
Hi, folks. This is Mark Jersick, and Carolina Cool is a proud supporter of the Myrtle Beach Pelicans. You all know Carolina Cool is your premier HVAC, plumbing, and electrical service provider here on the Grand Strand. We work hard to provide the best 24/7 service on the beach, much like the Pelicans work hard every ball game to bring home the win. Carolina Cool and the Myrtle Beach Pelicans. We've been teammates for over 25 years. Now that's cool.
Carolina cool. That's cool.
Cap off your weekend at Pelicans Ballpark with Sunday Fun Day, courtesy of WPDE.
The Pelicans take the series finale on Sunday.
Every Pelicans Sunday home game features pregame catch on the field for fans of all ages. We'll also have postgame fireworks shows on Sundays beginning June 1st through August 10th. Kids 12 and under get to run the bases after every fireworks show, courtesy of Broadway Grand Prix. Get your tickets for Sunday Fun Day and the rest of the 2025 Pelicans season today at MyrtleBeachPelicans.com/tickets.
You're listening to Myrtle Beach Pelicans baseball.
Bottom of the fourth inning. 8-0 Carolina. And there's a new arm on the hill. It's a right-hander on in relief of Melvin Hernandez. And the first pitch to Ramon is cut on and missed. 0-1. New arm on the hill is Brian Rivera, donning the number 37. Offering home to Ariandis Ramon is skied into shallow left field. It's right on the cut of the outfield grass that Deturi makes the ground. Ramon becomes the initial out of the fourth. The final line on Melvin Hernandez. 3 innings of scoreless baseball, 2 hits, 1 walk, and he struck out 3. So a successful season debut for Melvin Hernandez, the 18-year-old. Brian Rivera now on the mound, has his first out, and here's Owen Ayers. First pitch skips to the backstop. Ball and no strikes. Brian Rivera, 6-foot right-hander, misses the strike zone. 19-year-old from Nicaragua. Did appear last season in Carolina with the MUDCATS. Readies, and his 2-0 offering is on the way. Well inside, and it caught Owen Ayers, who was aboard for the first time this season, being the hit-by-pitch. In steps Matt Hallback. Matt Hallback struck out his first time up. That was against Hernandez. First time he sees a right-hander Rivera. Righty working from the stretch. Reddy's in his first offering to Hallback. Drifts a bit inside for ball 1. Rivera made a total of 18 appearances, 12 of which were starts in the Complex League last year in Arizona and then in Carolina. 1-0. Anthony's called a strike, even at 1-1. Rivera, 19 years old. He was signed back in 2022 by the Brewers. 1-1. Cut on and missed. Holmback will collect himself and get back into the batter's box. Home half of the fourth inning. It's an 8-0 advantage for the Carolina Mudcats. Runner aboard with one away. And the 1-2. Drifts low and away. Ayer stands at first after the hit by pitch. Matt Holmback at the dish. 2 balls and 2 strikes on the Pelicans' third baseman. Rivera's offering. Misses downstairs yet again, and it's a 3-2 count. Cameron Cisneros stands on deck. Rivera last year, 26 Ks in right about 26 innings. And they appeal down on the check swing, and Holmback picks up a walk. It was 26 2/3 innings in total that he worked across both levels last year. He tallied 26 strikeouts. He did also issue 16 walks, and there's his first of his 2025 campaign. Cameron Cisneros bats from the left side. With 1 away and 2 aboard. Owen Ayers up to second base. And the offering home caught the outer edge, a called strike. Cisneros, the first baseman for Myrtle Beach. Colorado native. Right-hander readies. Breaking ball is tapped foul. 0-2 on Cisneros. Espinosa standing on deck. Pelicans have had a couple of opportunities. They've stranded 4 runners across the first 3 innings. They have 2 more aboard here in the 4th. They've left some in scoring position. 0-2. In on the hands, and Cisneros likely chased ball 1, but a little too close to lay off of. He fights it off to stay alive. Myrtle Beach had a really solid series hitting with runners in scoring position in Charleston, but it hasn't carried over here in this one. They're 0 for 4. Cisneros trying to flip that script at the moment. He pops it up left side, and it'll work its way into the concourse. Oh, it remains 0-2. 5th pitch of the at-bat from Rivera upcoming. Cisneros in the 8th spot in this order for the Pelicans. Righty set with his black glove at the chest. High leg kick in the offering home is again shot foul, and Cisneros staying alive. And if you talk to any hitter or hitting coach for that matter, they'll tell you that the more and more that a hitter can foul off pitches, the deeper an at-bat goes, the confidence continues to build, and even if the result doesn't end up positive, pays dividends for later in the game. 0-2. Another chopper foul, and Cisneros swinging at everything, fighting off these borderline pitches. Still 0-2. And the pitch. Chopper right side, and again a foul ball. Remains 0-2 on Cameron Cisneros. Former 14th round selection last year by the Cubs organization. And in 2024, he played all 13 of his games here in the Carolina League with the Pelicans. Picked up 9 hits in those 13 games. 0-2, drifts well outside. Cisneros homered 3 times. He picked up a 9 RBI. If there was a weak spot in his introduction into professional baseball, it was the strikeout numbers. He struck out 15 times. And roughly an 800 OPS, which is really solid. 1-2. breaking ball got him to chase downstairs, and he's down on strikes. First strikeout for Brian Rivera. And the fourth of the night for the Pelicans offense. The Pelicans have been silenced here tonight at the dish. It is still very early in the bottom of the fourth. But coming into tonight, they sat atop the Carolina League in a variety of categories. And if they weren't at the very top, they were at the very least towards the top. As the catcher Diaz, along with the third baseman Deturi, want to talk something over with Brian Rivera as Espinosa steps in. These two teams are tied for first with 4 home runs entering the night. 304 batting average for the Pelicans entering tonight's contest. That was first. On base percentage is third. Slugging percentage first. OPS second. Done a solid job of not striking out all that often, and that comes with some patience at the dish. They've been able to work some walks. First offering to Espinosa, bends inside. 2 aboard with 2 gone in the home half of the fourth inning, an 8-0 advantage for the MUDCATS. One of these teams will lose the 0 that they have in the loss column. That one just stayed a bit upstairs as home plate umpire Derek Gibson. Espinosa, the center fielder. He singled his last time up. That was the first hit for the Pelicans as he went fishing for a pitch downstairs. Came up empty. Two and one to count on the right-handed hitting Espinosa. Top of the order looming for the third time through for the Pelicans. 2-1. Again, nearly identical pitch downstairs. And Espinosa swings over the top of it. 2-2. Owen Ayers reached with 1 out on a hit by pitch by Rivera. And Matt Hallback stands behind him at first base. He reached via the walk. 2-2 offering on its way to the dish. And Espinosa lays off the bender. Rivera, the 19-year-old, on the mound, making his first appearance of the season out of the bullpen. Payoff pitch, runners go, and it misses low and away, and the bases are loaded here in the fourth for the top of the lineup, and Alexi Lumpoy. A pair of walks and a hit by pitch have loaded the bases for the Pelicans. All back up to second, Ayers over to third, and Espinosa takes his spot at first. And we'll get a visit to the mound now as some action going on in that bullpen for the MUDCATS. This is pitching coach Paul Moeller, who comes out to the hill to talk things over with the right-hander from Nicaragua. Melvin Hernandez, the 18-year-old, started it off. Now it's the 19-year-old Brian Rivera, who's run into a little bit of trouble. That's been a bit of the theme tonight for the MUDCATS pitching staff. They flirted with disaster, but been able to extinguish each and every threat for the Pelicans. But Alexi Lumpoy, who stands in now, 0 for 2 to this point. He did hammer one foul off the wall in right field. Boy does have some power in that left-handed swing. Riding a 3-game hitting streak, but 0 for tonight. And the offering home, taken outside. Boy grounded to first to lead off the home half of the first inning for the Pelicans. And led off the third inning on the fly out to left. The 1-0. Bends inside. It's a 2-0 advantage for Lumpoy. Talked about Lumpoy playing in the spring breakout game. Said that was the first time he had played under the lights. A very special experience here playing in front of a good crowd as he sends one skyward into shallow left. Nadal charging in. It's the shortstop Pena who goes back, and the Pelicans strand the bases loaded in the bottom of the fourth. Pop out to short ends the threat. It's no runs for Myrtle Beach. It comes on no hits, no errors, and they leave them loaded. 8-0 to the top of the fifth. It's the Mudcats to the dish when we come back.
Beginning April 22nd, enjoy $2 tacos and $3 tall boys every Tuesday, courtesy of Corona, Fiesta Mexicana, WMBF News, and 96.1 WKZQ.
We open the series here in Myrtle Beach on Tuesday night.
These tasty tacos and ice-cold tall boys of Corona and Modelo are available on the Budweiser Boat Top Deck. Tacos are available while supplies last, and the drink special runs for 2 hours beginning when gates open. Get your tickets now at myrtlebeachpelicans.com/tickets.
Myrtle Beach's ultimate family night out is Family Friday and fireworks at Pelicans Ballpark. Every Friday home game features a post-game fireworks extravaganza. Join us on May 9th for appearances by Raph and Mikey, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Plus, Family Fridays also feature a $25 meal deal perfect for the whole family. Don't miss Raph and Mikey at Pelicans Ballpark on May 9th. For tickets, visit MyrtleBeachPelicans.com.
Myrtle Beach's ultimate family night out is Family Friday and fireworks at Pelicans Ballpark. Every Friday home game features a post-game fireworks extravaganza courtesy of Sparks Toyota, a $25 family meal deal which includes 4 hot dogs, 4 Pepsis with a bucket of popcorn, and kid-friendly themes courtesy of WMBF News. After the fireworks show, kids 12 and under get to run the bases courtesy of Broadway Grand Prix. Tickets for the whole family are available today at MyrtleBeachPelicans.com.
You're listening to Myrtle Beach Pelicans baseball.
Top of the fifth inning here from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. It's Charlie Hurley back on the mound. Tall right-hander standing at 6'8", and the first offering dips beneath the zone to Reese Walling. Pelicans trailing 8-0 in their home opener. 1-0 down and into the left-handed hitting Walling. Reese has grounded out to first and flew out to center in his 2 trips to this point. But the first time he sees Hurley, and he hops ahead, 3 balls and no strikes. High leg kick and the 3-0 on its way. In there, a called strike, and Charlie Hurley into the strike column. There's one hit hard back up the middle. Hurley gloves it and in very nonchalant fashion flips over to first. Cisneros there to glove it. And there's out number 1 of the 5th inning. Hurley helping himself out, battling back. Quick reaction time there to reach over his throwing shoulder and glove it. Here's Blyberg Diaz, the catcher. And the first pitch misses downstairs. 8 runs on 12 hits and an error for Carolina. Pitch above the zone, taken for ball 2. Hurley has fallen behind on each of the first 2 batters he's faced here in the 5th. Gets a foul ball towards the on-deck circle on the third base side, towards that Mudcats dugout where they will call home for the rest of the week. A 6-game series here to open the home slate for the Pelicans. Pitch rides inside, and it's a 3-1 advantage for Diaz. Tomorrow, a 6:35 p.m. Eastern Time first pitch. Will Frisch going for the Pelicans. And there is ball 4. So Diaz works a 1-out walk. And in steps the 9-hole hitting designated hitter Luyan Alastre. Alastre batting from the left side as a switch hitter. We saw him hit And his previous 2 trips to the dish as a righty with Hayden Frank, the left-hander, on the mound. Pitch home. Just got the outer edge, a called strike. Diaz standing at first after the walk. Velastre, 5'9", 19-year-old. He takes ball 1 and pulls even at a ball and a strike. Originally from Venezuela, last season spent the entirety of the year with the Complex League Brewers in Arizona. 1-1. Outer edge called a strike. Ball in 2 strikes now on the left-handed hitter. Charlie Hurley making his professional debut here tonight. Readies and the pitch. Just misses a bit low, even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hurley not an overpowering hurler on the hill as he picks over to first, but a very projectable frame. 6'8", a lot of downhill motion off the mound. And seen a lot of very tall pitchers have success. It's that downward motion, and he throws him with a breaking ball. First career strikeout for Charlie Hurley. And there's 2 gone in the top of the 5th. Lineup card turns over. Braylon Payne, who is yet to be retired today. He's 3 for 3 with a double and a pair of singles. He's also scored a game in the 4th inning. Part of that 4-run top of the 4th. He watches a breaking ball downstairs. Hurley, 23 years old. Working out of the stretch, and he comes home. Misses low to Payne. Braylon Payne in that top 10 prospects for the Brewers organization, and he was deemed as one of the fastest players in the 2024 class. 2-0, well inside, and it's ball 3. Payne was the youngest player drafted in 2024. His 18th birthday didn't come until a full month after the draft concluded. This one skied foul off to the left side. Early in the strike column. A plus defender because of that speed. Pitch home. There's a bouncing ball right side, and Cisneros, the first baseman, watches it roll foul. Oh, Hurley has battled back. Now 3-2 the count. With 2 outs, Diaz, the catcher over at first base, will be running. Righty readies. Runner goes. There's one shot right in front of the plate. It's the catcher, Ayers, who barehands it and fires a strike onto Cisneros at first, and that retires the side. A scoreless inning for Charlie Hurley. He faces 1 over the minimum. It's no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 stranded. We go to the home half of the 5th inning. Pelicans coming to the dish, trailing 8-0 here from Myrtle Beach.
This summer, we're going from minor league baseball to major fun. Whether you're just stopping by or looking for that Grand Slam getaway, Wyndham rewards everyone. Start earning points on your next qualified by Wyndham hotel stay and redeem them for minor league baseball tickets and experiences all summer long. Not a Wyndham Rewards member? Join for free at WyndhamRewards.com. Restrictions apply. Visit WyndhamRewards.com for more details.
Cap off your weekend at Pelicans Ballpark for Sunday Fun Day, courtesy of WPDE and Easy Radio.
The Pelicans take the series finale on Sunday.
Every Pelicans Sunday home game features pregame catch on the field for fans of all ages. We'll also have postgame fireworks shows on Sundays beginning June 1st through August 10th. Kids 12 and under get to run the bases after every fireworks show, courtesy of Broadway Grand Prix. Get your tickets for Sunday Fun Day and the rest of the 2025 Pelicans season today at myrtlebeachpelicans.com/tickets.
Myrtle Beach's ultimate family night out is Family Friday and fireworks at Pelicans Ballpark. Every Friday home game features a post-game fireworks extravaganza. Join us on August 8th for appearances by Marshall and Rubble from Paw Patrol. Plus, Family Fridays also feature a $25 meal deal, perfect for the whole family. Don't miss Marshall and Rubble at Pelicans Ballpark on August 8th. For tickets, visit MYRTLEBeachPelicans.com.
You're listening to Myrtle Beach Pelicans baseball.
Heart of the order coming up in the home half of the fifth inning for Myrtle Beach. It's the 2-3-4 batters. Angel Cepeda, Jose Escobar, and Cole Mathis. And Cepeda to lead things off. And the first pitch is shot foul back to the netting behind home plate. Brian Rivera remains in the game for Carolina. Pelicans have threatened offensively despite having just 2 hits on the evening. But nothing to show for it. Breaking ball misses down and in to the right-handed hitting Cepeda. Into the shortstop tonight. Mentioned the 17th ranked prospect in the Cubs organization. Righty kicks and fires. Just missed outside. 2-1 advantage for Cepeda. Cepeda grew up in New Jersey. Stood out on the showcase circuit. He really began catching college scouts' eye at the age of 14. Major colleges, and that one got him. He tried to get out of the way, and it caught him in the helmet on his way to the ground. A bit slow to get up, but he gives the thumbs up towards the dugout, and on comes manager Giovanni Cuevas, as well as the trainer Tanner Costi. Make sure that the Pelicans shortstop is okay. He did give the thumbs up, but it caught him square. He attempted to get out of the way, but it's the second hit by pitch issued by the right-hander Brian Rivera. Cepeda good to go. He'll walk it down to first base. Oh, for the first time tonight, the Pelicans have the leadoff man aboard. They failed to do so in each of the first 4 innings, but have done just that in the bottom of the fifth. Have to start chipping away at this 8-0 deficit. Here's Jose Escobar. First pitch from Rivera. Got the outer edge, a called strike on the left-handed hitting left fielder. Escobar 0 for 1 to this point. Popped out to shortstop in his last trip. That was in the third. Back in the first, he drew a walk. That came on a pitch clock violation. And a 3-2 count. The 0-1 drifts well outside, and he pulls even. And a ball and a strike. Escobar came in hitting .462 with an OPS above 1,000. He was the second man to homer for the Pelicans on the year. And that one gets by the catcher, Diaz. It's a free 90 feet for Cepeda, who turns at second, but he'll stay there. Wild pitch on the right-handed hurler. Gives him a free 90 feet, and now the Pelicans, with nobody out, have a runner in scoring position. Jose Escobar, meat of the order. Fastball misses up and away. 3-1, a true hitter's count for Escobar. He was looking for hit number 7 on the season. That would tie him for first in the Carolina League. 3-1 pitch. Well outside, and it's ball 4. The first 2 have reached against Brian Rivera. And on comes Cole Mathis, who is 0 for 2 to this point. Mathis eager to swing the bat, but he has been extremely patient over his first stint with the Pelicans. Worked 6 walks in Charleston over the weekend. Cepeda started to go, shut things down. There's a fastball over the heart of the plate, a called strike. Mathis taking all the way after some control issues here in the inning for Brian Rivera. Right-hander, black glove, pinned to his thigh. Now comes set at the chest. He kicks and fires. That one taken, a called strike. Mathis, that 15th ranked prospect for the Cubs. Righty readies, and the 0-2. Taken outside, didn't miss by all that much. Rivera wanted a called third strike. Mathis lays off, and it jumps to a 1-2 count. Pelicans just with 2 hits tonight, but nobody out threatening here. And the bottom of the 5th. One popped up right side in foul territory, and Batanti, the first baseman, will watch it fall into the crowd. It remains 1-2 on the right-handed hitting designated hitter tonight. Mathis was a first baseman for most of his college career. 1-2. Wave and a miss, blew the fastball by him, and there's out number 1. Second strikeout for Brian Rivera, and a big initial out of this 5th inning. There's Ariandis Ramon. 0 for 2 to this point, strikeout and a pop out. Came in hitting .273. Pitch home, that one rocketed down the right field line, and it is twisting foul. Disappeared into the corner. Umpire Derek Gibson had the best look at it, watched it fall in foul ground. It's the second time tonight a left-handed hitter for the Pelicans has launched one down that line, but they've come up on the wrong side of things. Ramon does have a double to his ledger, but still in search of hit number 1 here this evening. First and second with 1 gone. And the pitch. Taken, just missed a bit outside. And we're even at a ball and a strike. Ariandis Ramon, a Cuban native, signed as an international free agent 2 years ago, and he hits one high in the air out towards right, down that line yet again, and it will fall foul. A 1-2 advantage for the right-hander on the bump. And Brian Rivera, no action at this very moment in that pen just beyond the third base dugout for the Mudcats. Righty readies. Another 1-2 offering. And the pitch. Swing and a miss on an elevated fastball, and it's back-to-back strikeouts for Brian Rivera, his 3rd of the evening. Oh, and Ayers, who reached his last time with a hit by pitch. He was the first to reach against Rivera. He's in search of hit number 1 of the season, playing in his 2nd game now. He watches high and away for ball 1. Well, the Cubs are in action tonight in Chicago. They are locked in a 3-3 tie with the Texas Rangers in the bottom of the 4th inning. Right-hander kicks and fires. That one popped up into left center field. Payne ranging over, converging with Nadal, and it's Nadal, the left fielder, who's there to grab it and sit down the Pelicans. So the first 2 reach against Brian Rivera in the bottom of the 5th, but the opportunity squandered by the offense. It's no runs on no hits, no errors, and 2 stranded aboard the base paths. We go to the 6th inning from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. It's an 8-0 advantage for the visiting team, the Carolina Mudcats. Myrtle Beach's ultimate family night out is Family Friday and fireworks at Pelicans Ballpark. Every Friday home game features a post-game fireworks extravaganza. Join us on May 30th for appearances by Bluey and Bingo. Plus, Family Fridays also feature a $25 meal deal perfect for the whole family. Don't miss Bluey and Bingo at Pelicans Ballpark on May 30th. For tickets, visit MyrtleBeachPelicans.com.
Hey fans, catch the excitement of minor league baseball with the Bally Sports Live app. Watch your favorite team or scout the top prospects. Every game live all season long.
Strike three. You're out.
Plus, stream the Savannah Bananas and emerging fight sports to keep the action going. Best of all, it's totally free. No credit card required. Download the Bally Sports Live app today on your phone or connected device.
Wednesday nights at Pelicans Ballpark have never looked better. All Wednesday home games are Wiener Wednesdays, courtesy of WFXB and Energy 92.1.
Here comes the crowd on Wednesday night.
And those delicious Hebrew National hot dogs are half price all game long. Plus, you can bring your furry friend because every Wednesday game is dog friendly, courtesy of River Oaks Animal Hospital. Dog tickets are only $5 with all proceeds benefiting charities and organizations that work with dogs. For Wednesday tickets and more, visit MyrtleBeachPelicans.com/tickets.
You're listening to Myrtle Beach Pelicans baseball.
Luis Pena leads off the top of the sixth inning. Charlie Hurley remains on the hill, and his first offering drifts well inside. Pena had to get out of the way of it. Pena in search of hit number one here tonight. He is 0 for 2, but he has reached on 2 occasions, and both times he's come around to score a run. Breaking ball dips beneath the zone, and it's 2 balls and no strikes quickly to open the top of the sixth. Offering on its way. There's a bouncing ball out towards short. Cepeda vacuums it in, shuffles his feet, and fires a strike a step ahead of Pena for out number 1. 6-3 ground out. And in steps Josh Adamszewski. Adamszewski 3 for 3 with 3 singles tonight. The heart of this lineup, specifically Adamszewski and Eric Batanti, who stands on deck, have been some serious trouble for the Myrtle Beach pitchers. Breaking ball misses for ball 1. Adamszewski 3 for 3 with the 3 singles. Batanti on deck 3 for 3 with 2 singles, a double, and 4 RBI. 1-1 pitch from Hurley. It's tapped foul. And it's a 1-2 advantage for the tall right-hander. One-two pitch on the way. There's a breaking ball. Got him looking. Another strikeout. Second for Charlie Hurley. He came on in that 4th inning in relief of Hayden Frank, who went 3 1/3. Longest relief appearance this year for a Myrtle Beach reliever was 4 innings by J.P. Wheat. Wheat slated to start later this week. And the first pitch to Batanti is in there, a called strike. Adamszewski, who just struck out. First time he has been sat down tonight. 0-1 pitch on the way. Beneath the zone, skipped in. And we're even at a ball and a strike. Hurley peers in, and the offering. Breaking ball misses just a bit outside. Didn't quite break into the zone. Pelicans defensively aligned for Batanti, the left-handed hitter, to pull. Hurley pitches away from him, and it misses outside for ball 3. Batanti, the first baseman, has reached in all 3 trips. And the pitch. Right over the heart of the plate, a called strike for Hurley, and it is full at 3-2. Filippo Duturi standing on deck. Pelicans looking for their first 1-2-3 inning. Payoff pitch, breaking ball, and it just missed at the bottom of the zone. And they will not get their first 1-2-3 frame. Hurley faced 4 in the 5th. Frank faced 4 in the 2nd with some help from his defense. 7-6-2 gun down at the plate. A 2-out walk drawn by Batanti. Here's Filippo Deturi, who watches a called strike 1. Deturi is 1 for 3 to this point. He has an RBI, base hit, and reached on a fielder's choice his last time. That was in the 4th. Pitch misses downstairs, and we're even at 1-1. Hurley standing at 6'8". A 1-1. Down in the dirt. Gloved by Ayers behind the dish. A 2-1 advantage for Filippo Deturi, the switch hitter, playing third base today. Righty readies, and the pitch in on the hands, but shot out to right, a base hit. Batanti will trot up to second, but he'll stop there. A 2-out base hit, and back-to-back have reached with 2 away here in the top of the 6th inning. The Mudcats up to 13 hits here in this one. The Pelicans offensively haven't gotten to do much in this game. They've had some opportunities, but they have just 2 hits. They've yet to be out-hit on the season. Hurley's initial offering to Nadal, and they were called strike at the knees. Deturi at first base, Batanti ahead of him at second. 2 gone here in this top of the 6th. Still an 8-0 advantage for Carolina. And the pitch misses a bit wide. We're even at a ball and a strike. Nadal, the left fielder, 0 for 3 to this point. He grounded out to end that 4th inning, but it was a 4th inning in which 4 runs crossed for Carolina. And fouls off the 1-1. A 1-2 advantage for the right-hander from California. This is a Pelicans opening day roster that features 30 players, 18 of which were born stateside, with the most players being from California, 5 total. So there's a foul ball off the facing of that third base dugout. The remainder of the roster is made up of 6 from the Dominican Republic, 3 from Cuba, and 3 from Venezuela. The 1-2 pitch, cut on and missed. A pitch downstairs. It's a 2-strikeout inning for Charlie Hurley. He's up to 3, and he's got himself a scoreless 6th inning. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 stranded in the top of the 6th. Pelicans coming to the dish next, trailing 8-0 to the Carolina Mudcats.
Shop the biggest inventory of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs around at Beach Automotive Group. With 7 brands to choose from, the Beach family of dealerships has whatever you're looking for. Come see us at all our Beach locations: Ford, Lincoln, Mazda, Volvo, Buick, GMC, and Chevrolet, where we make car buying easy with our massive selection, convenient financing, and friendly service. Whether you're shopping new or pre-owned, our team of automotive experts are committed to helping you find just the right one for you at just the right price. And if it's not on the lot, let us know and we'll help you custom order your perfect fit so you can drive home happy in a new vehicle you'll love. Plus, when you shop with us, you're always buying backed by Beach with transparent pricing, uncompromised customer service, and our $1,000 low price guarantee. We'll beat any other dealer's price or give you $1,000. There's no better way to buy than backed by Beach. Come see us at Beach Automotive or shop online at beachautomotive.com. Beach Automotive Group, proud sponsor of your Myrtle Beach Pelicans.
Myrtle Beach's ultimate family night out is Family Friday and fireworks at Pelicans Ballpark. Every Friday home game features a post-game fireworks extravaganza courtesy of Sparks Toyota, a $25 family meal deal which includes 4 hot dogs, 4 Pepsis with a bucket of popcorn, and kid-friendly themes courtesy of WMBF News and Mix 97.7. After the fireworks show, kids 12 and under get to run the bases courtesy of Broadway Grand Prix. Tickets for the whole family are available today at MyrtleBeachPelicans.com.
Let's head back to the ballpark. Here's Luke Maley.
Matt Hallback leads off the home half of the 6th inning. Pelicans looking to inch their way back in this one. They've threatened a little bit, but haven't found anything to show for it as Rivera blows a first pitch fastball past a swinging Matt Hallback. Hallback 0 for 1 to this point with a strikeout. He's also drawn a walk. That was his last time up in the 4th inning. Rivera's offering home, rides inside. Rivera last season made 18 appearances, 12 of which were starts. So a guy that can certainly stretch it out of the pen. A check swing. They appeal down to first where field umpire Nick Saxton down that first base line says Hallback couldn't hold up. And he falls behind 1 and 2. There is some action out in that left field bullpen for the Mudcats. 1-2 offering. Called strike 3. Got him looking with a breaking ball on the outer edge. And Hallback becomes the first out of the home half of the 6th. It's the 7, 8, 9 batters in the inning slated to come up. So Cam Cisneros will stand in now. Cisneros is 0 for 2 to this point. Struck out his last time up. That was against Rivera, who's now up to 4 strikeouts. Big wave and a miss by Cisneros. And if you remember, that last at-bat featured a lot of foul balls. Cisneros battled for a while. We'll see if it pays dividends here, seeing so many pitches from the right-hander. 0-1. Wave and a miss, and he's quickly behind yet again, 0-2. This is the situation that Cisneros found himself in that 4th inning trip to the dish. Fought off a bunch of pitches, but ended up striking out. That one caught the front of the plate and popped up on a swing and a miss, and Cisneros is going to reach on a swinging strike 3. So it's the 5th strikeout for Brian Rivera, but it results in a base runner. And that'll bring up the bottom of the card for the 3rd time. And the center fielder, Leonel Espinoza. Espinoza has reached both times tonight. He worked a walk against Rivera back in that 4th inning. It was a 4th inning in which the Pelicans stranded the bases loaded. Rivera misses outside. Open up the battle with Espinoza. One-0 pitch on its way, and Espinoza waves and misses. One and one the count on the right-handed hitting center fielder. Rivera readies. Black glove pinned to his chest, and he fires. Missed beneath the zone. 2-1 advantage for Espinoza. Mentioned Leonel celebrated birthday number 22 yesterday. Asked him how it was, and he said kind of boring. On an off day, the 2-1. Pitch misses upstairs, and he opts ahead 3-1. He made his stateside debut with the Pelicans back in 2023, so very familiar with this organization and this area. Said that didn't put too much weight into the birthday just because he's not spending it with his family. But he's having a solid day after the birthday, reaching for the 3rd time tonight. 2nd walk he has drawn. And we'll get a visit to the hill from Nick Stanley, the manager for the Mudcats will point down to the bullpen, and there's a new arm that will come out to face the top of the lineup for the Pelicans. Well, the day is done for Brian Rivera. He came on to open the fourth, couldn't quite make it through the sixth. He does have one out here. He has 2 strikeouts in the inning, but his second strikeout in Cameron Cisneros stands at second base. Well, Rivera is done. He is responsible for those 2 base runners aboard the base path. So his line not yet finalized. But he gives way to a new arm on the hill. It's a right-hander. Donning the number 24. Miles Langhorn on in relief. Langhorn comes on, and we'll try to get the Pelicans out in the bottom of the 6th with 1 out and 2 aboard. And the Pelicans have found themselves in some similar situations with runners aboard. They haven't come through with the big hit. For Myrtle Beach, it's going to have to happen soon if they want to inch back in this thing, trailing 8-0. They've been out hit tonight 13-2, which is the first time that they have been behind in a ball game, let alone down 8 runs. Rivera exits. Langhorn comes on. Miles Langhorn donning that number 24 gray uniform. The right-hander stands at 6'4". He's from Greenwich, Connecticut originally. 21-year-old, played his college baseball at Charlotte. And he goes to work against the top of the card for the Pelicans and Alexi Lumpoy. Lumpoy still in search of his first hit, a 3-game hitting streak to open the year on the line. Pitch home. Breaking ball stays wide of the zone and a bit upstairs to the left-handed hitting outfielder. Lumpoy came in hitting .333. He shoots one foul, backing out of play. One away in the inning. It went strikeout, strikeout, walk, but that second strikeout was on a pitch that caught the front of the plate and popped up over the catcher Diaz's head. So there are two aboard with 1 away, despite there being 2 Ks in the inning. 1-1. Wave and a miss. Langhorn came on and picked up a save in his lone appearance. He got 2 outs against Salem to nail down the save. Both these teams sitting at 3-0 on the season. And there's a pitch down in the dirt, cut on and missed. And Lumpoy strikes out. He becomes the 3rd strikeout of the inning and the 2nd out of the frame. First time Lumpoy has struck out tonight. And the first batter that Miles Langhorn faces is a strikeout. Trying to help his counterpart and Brian Rivera out. Here's Angel Cepeda, who has reached all 3 times, but he's 1 for 2. Reached on an error, singled, and was hit by a pitch. Has been stranded in scoring position all 3 times. Watches a breaking ball wide of the zone. Langhorn coming off of his professional debut. Was in Zebulon back this past weekend against Salem. Mentioned he picked up a 2-out save. 1-1. Cepeda singled back in that 3rd inning. He's one of the 2 hits tonight. And he watches on the outer edge a called strike and falls behind 1-2. So Myrtle Beach offense that had a really nice weekend. But I've yet to find that breakthrough hit here in this one. They've been patient, worked walks. One breaks outside. We're even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. In the battle between Langhorne and Angel Cepeda, 17th ranked Cubs prospect, just 19 years old. 2-2. Wave and a miss. Blew the fastball by him, and the threat yet again extinguished. Miles Langhorne comes on, and he strikes out 2. The Pelicans get no runs, no hits, no errors, and they leave 2 aboard the base paths. We go to the 7th inning, still an 8-0 MUDCATS advantage. Myrtle Beach's ultimate family night out is Family Friday and fireworks at Pelicans Ballpark. Every Friday home game features a post-game fireworks extravaganza. Join us on May 30th for appearances by Bluey and Bingo. Plus, Family Fridays also feature a $25 meal deal, perfect for the whole family. Don't miss Bluey and Bingo at Pelicans Ballpark on May 30th. For tickets, visit MyrtleBeachPelicans.com.
Cap off your weekend at Pelicans Ballpark with Sunday Fun Day, courtesy of WPDE.
The Pelicans take the series finale on Sunday.
Every Pelicans Sunday home game features pregame catch on the field for fans of all ages. We'll also have postgame fireworks shows on Sundays beginning June 1st through August 10th. Kids 12 and under get to run the bases after every fireworks show, courtesy of Broadway Grand Prix. Get your tickets for Sunday Fun Day and the rest of the 2025 Pelicans season today at MyrtleBeachPelicans.com/tickets.
On Thursdays, let the Pelicans host the party. Join us for Budweiser Thirsty Thursdays at Pelicans Ballpark during the 2025 season. Every Thursday home game features $2 Bud and Bud Light 12-ounce cans, and $3 glasses of wine courtesy of Axelrod & Associates and WPDE. Drink specials run for 2 hours beginning when the gates open. That's every Thursday home game at Pelicans Ballpark. To get your tickets today, visit MyrtleBeachPelicans.com/tickets.
You're listening to Myrtle Beach Pelicans baseball.
Top of the 7th inning, still an 8-0 advantage for the Carolina MUDCATS. Luke Maley with you here on a beautiful night for baseball, the home opener in 2025. And there is a new arm on the hill in Matthew Peters. Charlie Hurley, a successful professional debut. Righty kicks and fires in his first offering to Walling. Just misses the zone for ball 1. Final line on Charlie Hurley, 2 2/3 of one-hit scoreless baseball. He issued a pair of walks and struck out 3 as Walling fouls the second offering from Peters over to the first base side. Peters, a 24-year-old right-hander, standing at 6'4", was a 2022 12th round selection by the Chicago Cubs out of Ivy Tech Fort Wayne. He got a foul tip back into Owen Ayers' mitt behind the plate. And he opts ahead 1-2. Peters making his second appearance on the season. Pitch home, cut on and missed, and Walling down on strikes. Matthew Peters has himself his first strikeout. It's his first strikeout tonight. It's his first of the season. He went an inning back on Friday in the season opener for the Pelicans on the road in Charleston. He pitched a full inning. He issued a walk, gave up a hit, but it was a scoreless frame of work. And he misses with the first offering to Bleiber Diaz. Diaz doing the catching tonight. He's reached on 2 occasions, 1 for 2 overall with a single and a walk. And he watches pitch just catch the outer edge. Peters pulls even at 1-1. A fastball at 94. The 1-1 just misses downstairs. 2-1 advantage for the MUDCATS catcher. Working against Matthew Peters, the new arm on the hill for Myrtle Beach. Wave and a miss, and it's 2-2. Matthew Peters, it's a 3-pitch mix for him, a fastball, slider, and splitter. Originally from Fort Wayne, Indiana. That one hit high in the air down the right field line. Lempoy over towards foul ground and unable to make the grab. Brought him all the way up next to the wall. Couldn't quite squeeze it. There's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Matthew Peters, at 24 years of age, made his Myrtle Beach debut in seasons past. There's one hit back to the hill. Peters gets out of the way of it, gives way to Ramon, the second baseman, who fires on to first for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down for Matthew Peters here in the top of the 7th inning. And here's the bottom of the lineup in Luyan Alastre. Seeing Matthew Peters for the first time tonight. And the pitch. Just rides a bit inside of the left-handed hitting designated hitter. We've seen Alastre from both sides of the dish tonight. A switch hitter. 1-0. Well outside, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Alastre 1 for 3. Went down looking against Charlie Hurley his last time up, but he singled and came around to score as part of that 4-run top of the 4th for Carolina. Breaking ball stays upstairs, and it's quickly a 3-0 advantage for the designated hitter. Top of the lineup looming for the 5th time through for Carolina. It'll be their first look at Matthew Peters, 3-0. Just got the outer edge towards the top of the zone. And the pitch rides inside for ball 4. Well, the Pelicans staff still looking for their first 1-2-3 inning here in this one. Over the weekend, we didn't see a ton of 1-2-3 innings for the staff either, but only on 2 occasions did they allow more than 1 hit in an inning. Tonight was the first night that they gave up 3 hits in an inning, and we've seen that happen on 2 occasions, and in the 4th, it was 4 hits. So completely different here at home as Braylon Payne at the top of the lineup for Carolina. The 5th time he steps in, watches ball 1. Braylon Payne, the center fielder, watches high and away for ball 2. Matthew Peters at times can struggle with his control. He issued a walk back in his season debut on Friday, but it was a scoreless inning of work. Really good stuff from the right-hander, 2-0. Just got the outer edge, a called strike by Derek Gibson behind the plate. Peters spent 2023 in the Complex League. He falls behind Payne 3-1. And there's ball 4, and it skips away from Ayers. Alastre will move up 90 feet after the walk. Back-to-back walks issued by Peters. Bruce Billings on the 3rd step of that first base dugout. Seems like he's content to watch Peters go to work. Doesn't have to come out and say anything. Here's Luis Pena. Batting from the right side. Pena in search of hit number 1 tonight, but he has scored a pair of runs, reaching twice. He's 0 for 3, though. Pitch. Outside corner, called a strike. Matthew Peters was drafted, as we mentioned, back in 2022 in the 12th round. That season, he appeared in 1 game in rookie ball with the Complex League Cubs. Pitch. That one hit right back up the middle and right over the second base bag into center field. Here comes the runner to the plate. Alastre will score standing up, and it's a 9-0 advantage for the Mudcats. RBI base knock for Luis Pena. It comes with 2 outs. It was a really strong start to the inning for Matthew Peters, who struck out the first man he faced, then got a 4-3 ground out. But 3 consecutive have reached. Pair of walks And then a base hit with an RBI attached, and that'll bring Bruce Billings out. Talk things over with his right-hander. Peters appeared, as we mentioned, in the ACL one game, and he pitched just a third of an inning before he was sent to Myrtle Beach. He appeared in one game here as well in 2022, and it was a strong one. He issued a pair of walks, picked up a strikeout, gave up a hit, but he did get out of that jam, did not allow any runs in his lone inning of work. And then in 2023, he spent 14 games back in the Arizona Complex League with the ACL Cubs. In 2024, made 5 appearances here in Myrtle Beach, and then now is back here to open the year with the Pelicans. Here's Josh Adamszewski. And the first pitch wide, and it'll go all the way to the backstop, a free 90 feet for both Braylon Payne, who moves over to third, and Luis Pena, who moves to second. The control, a bit of an issue over the last few batters for Matthew Peters. He's walked a pair, and now a wild pitch. It just hasn't quite been the Pelicans' night here in the 2025 home opener. They trail 9-0. A 2-run first resulted in the first time that Myrtle Beach has trailed all year, as Peters blows a fastball past the left-handed hitting Adamszewski. Pull back even in the count at 1-1. The closest they had been to trailing in a game, 1-1. And their called strike, it's 1-2. Was in the top of the 5th inning in Charleston on Sunday. And Michael Carrico, who gets the night off behind the plate with Owen Ayers doing the catching. 1-2. Popped up left side. Long run for Escobar and Hallback, and it's going to drop in front. That'll score 2. A 2-out bloop base hit for Josh Adamszewski, and that summarizes not only the night for the Pelicans, but also the night for Josh Adamszewski. Everything falling in his favor. He picks up a pair of RBI on a bloop single to the left. It's his 4th hit of the night. Luis Pena and Braylon Payne scoring on the hit, and it's another crooked number for the Mudcats here in the top of the 7th. They now lead 11-0. Peters' pitch misses inside to Eric Batanti. Batanti has reached in all 4 trips. Pair of singles, a double, and a walk. That walk came in the 6th inning against Charlie Hurley, and he shoots one foul off the facing of the first base dugout. Back to even at 1-1. It's been tough sledding tonight for the Myrtle Beach Pelicans. Coming off the heels of a 3-game sweep on the road in Charleston. 1-1. That one struck well out towards deep left center field. Escobar and Espinosa giving chase, and it's going to one-hop over the wall. Well, the Pelicans will luck out, as that one with 2 outs was almost certain to score Adamszewski from first base, who runs well. But the automatic double took a favorable hop for the Pelicans and Matthew Peters. But it's Batanti's 2nd double and his 4th hit of the night. Now, 2 different Carolina Mudcats have logged 4 hits here this evening. And both of them on the base paths at this very moment. And Batanti at 2nd and Adamszewski ahead of him at 3rd. Filippo Duturi stands in, batting from the left side, and the first pitch from Peters rides high and away. Ball and no strikes in an 11-0 game in the top of the 7th inning. Right-hander set at the bell. It's red glove. He kicks and fires and misses beneath the zone this time. Filippo Duturi has singled on 2 occasions. He's also driven in a run. 2 gone runners at 2nd and 3rd. All the damage in this inning have come with 2 out. as Peters retired the first two he faced, but now 5 in a row have reached. 2-0. Breaking ball misses outside. And it's 3 balls and no strikes. First base open. With the left-handed hitting Duturi at the plate. Duturi, the third baseman for Carolina. 5 spot in this order. 3-0. Right down Broadway, called strike. 11 runs on 16 hits for the MUDCATS. Pitch home. This is down and in, and there is ball 4. So the base is loaded after the walk to Duturi. The 9th man to come to the dish in the inning, Dimitro Nadal, the left fielder. He'll bat with the bases loaded and 2 gone. Already a pair of runs home in the inning. A 3-run top of the 7th. And the first pitch, a breaking ball, and they were called strike. 0-1 on Nadal, who bats from the right side. Nadal has been held off the base paths tonight. He's 0 for 4. Struck out his last time up. And the pitch. This is inside and a bit beneath the zone. Even at 1-1. Right-hander readies. Kicks and fires. That one sent back to the screen, and it's a 1-2 advantage for the right-hander on the hill for Myrtle Beach. Hayden Frank went 3 1/3. Charlie Hurley went 2 2/3 of scoreless baseball. And now Matthew Peters trying to work his way out of this jam. 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. 9 come to the plate in the top of the 7th. Peters strikes out his second of the inning. It's a 3-run 7th for the MUDCATS. We go bottom 7. It's time to stretch in Myrtle Beach. It's 11-0 Carolina.
Come out to Pelicans Ballpark for Ultra Sippin' Saturdays throughout the 2025 season. Every Saturday home game features $2 Michelob Ultra 12-ounce cans, $3 glasses of wine, and $25 Mega Mug mixed drinks. The drink specials run for 2 hours after gates open. That's Ultra Sippin' Saturdays every home Saturday at Pelicans Ballpark. Get your tickets today at myrtlebeachpelicans.com/tickets.
This summer, we're going from minor league baseball to major fun. Whether you're just stopping by or looking for that Grand Slam getaway, Wyndham rewards everyone. Start earning points on your next qualified by Wyndham hotel stay and redeem them for minor league baseball tickets and experiences all summer long. Not a Wyndham Rewards member? Join for free at WyndhamRewards.com. Restrictions apply. Visit WyndhamRewards.com for more details.
Myrtle Beach's ultimate family night out is Family Friday and fireworks at Pelicans Ballpark. Every Friday home game features a post-game fireworks extravaganza. Join us on August 8th for appearances by Marshall and Rubble from Paw Patrol. Plus, Family Fridays also feature a $25 meal deal, perfect for the whole family. Don't miss Marshall and Rubble at Pelicans Ballpark on August 8th. For tickets, visit MyrtleBeachPelicans.com. Myrtle Beach is home half of the 7th for the Myrtle Beach Pelicans. It's Miles Langhorn back on the hill, trailing 11-0 are the Pelicans, and Jose Escobar watches a first pitch called to strike. It's the 3-4-5 batters due up in the home half of the 7th inning. Escobar, Mathis, and Ramon, as that one misses and squirts to the backstop. Even at a ball and a strike. Checking in on the parent ball club, the Chicago Cubs. They lead 6-3 in the bottom of the 6th over the Rangers at Wrigley Field. 1-1. Just caught the outer edge. Escobar didn't agree. But regardless, he falls behind 1-2. Escobar has walked on 2 occasions tonight, but he's 0 for 1. 1-2 pitch on its way. Chopped right side and in the hole, but Tonti has it. He flips to a covering Langhorne, and there's the initial out of the bottom of the 7th. Escobar hit it hard, but nothing to show for it. And Cole Mathis will stand in now. Mathis 0 for 3 to this point. Facing Langhorne and the pitch. Check swing roller, foul. Mathis started the swing, tried to hold it up. Mathis in the midst of his first season in Pro Bowl after being drafted 54th overall last season. And he watches in 0-1 and finds himself behind in the count, 0-2 against the right-hander from Connecticut. Nothing in 2, bases empty in the bottom of the 7th. And there's a pitch clock violation, so the count will move to 1-2. Second time we have seen that tonight. And the pitch from Langhorne skips in and works its way back off the top of the netting. Caromed off the catcher Diaz's mitt. Langhorne in his first full inning of work. He came on in relief of Brian Rivera in that 6th. Here comes the 2-2. Misses inside, and Mathis has worked the count full. The final line for Rivera, 2 1/3 scoreless with 4 walks and 5 strikeouts. There's a called strike 3 on Mathis, and he can't believe it. But he's down on strikes for the 3rd time tonight, and the 2nd time looking. 3 of the 4 batters that Langhorne has faced, he's retired via the strikeout. And the lone non-strikeout came to lead off this inning with Jose Escobar, and Langhorne helped himself out defensively, covering the first base bag. Ariandis Ramon comes up empty on a first pitch swing. Ramon 0 for 3 to this point. And the pitch. Tapped right back in front of the plate, and again, it's Langhorne trying to help himself out. He underhand flips a bit low to the first base bag, but Batanti is there to glove it, and the inning has come and gone. A scoreless, hitless, and base runnerless bottom of the 7th. We go to the top of the 8th. Carolina coming to the plate, leading 11-0 from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Cap off your weekend at Pelicans Ballpark for Sunday Fun Day, courtesy of WPDE and Easy Radio.
The Pelicans take the series finale on Sunday.
Every Pelicans Sunday home game features pregame catch on the field for fans of all ages. We'll also have postgame fireworks shows on Sundays beginning June 1st through August 10th. Kids 12 and under get to run the bases after every fireworks show, courtesy of Broadway Grand Prix. Get your tickets for Sunday Fun Day and the rest of the 2025 Pelicans season today at myrtlebeachpelicans.com/tickets.
Hi, folks. This is Mark Jersick, and Carolina Cool is a proud supporter of the Myrtle Beach Pelicans. You all know Carolina Cool is your premier HVAC, plumbing, and electrical service provider here on the Grand Strand. We work hard to provide the best 24/7 service on the beach, much like the Pelicans work hard every ball game to bring home the win. Carolina Cool and the Myrtle Beach Pelicans. We've been teammates for over 25 years. Now that's cool.
Carolina cool. That's cool.
Wednesday nights at Pelicans Ballpark have never looked better. All Wednesday home games are Wiener Wednesdays, courtesy of WFXB and Energy 92.1.
Here comes the crowd on Wednesday night.
And those delicious Hebrew National hot dogs are half price all game long. Plus, you can bring your furry friend because every Wednesday game is dog friendly, courtesy of River Oaks Animal Hospital. Dog tickets are only $5 with all proceeds benefiting charities and organizations that work with dogs. For Wednesday tickets and more, visit myrtlebeachpelicans.com/tickets.
Let's head back to the ballpark. Here's Luke Maley.
Braden Spears takes over in the top of the 8th on the mound for the Pelicans, making his 2nd appearance of the year. Spears, a right-handed pitcher, standing at 6'6", a free agent signing by the Cubs earlier this year. Spears has an interesting story as he misses downstairs with his first offering to Reese Walling, who led off the 7th inning against Matthew Peters with a strikeout. Peters picked up the first 2 outs of the inning, but then allowed 6 consecutive to reach. 1-0 on its way. Final line on Matthew Peters, an inning in which he surrendered 3 earned runs on 3 hits, 3 walks, and he struck out 2. 54 exits the game, 55, and Braden Spears comes on. And he gets a wave and a miss on the 2-0 offering. Braden Spears attacks with a fastball, sinker, changeup, cutter, and splitter mix. Originally from Antioch, California. Right-hander high leg kick, and the pitch. Roller to the first base side. It's Cisneros who gloves it, and he beats out Walling to the bag. There's out number 1. Oh, Braden Spears began his collegiate career at Boise State. But the Boise State program, right after his freshman year, ended up being cut. And so he transferred to Oregon, spent a season at Oregon, and finished out at Cal State Fullerton. And he misses downstairs with the first offering to Blyberg Diaz, the Mudcats catcher. And following his collegiate career, he spent 3 seasons in the Pioneer League as he gets a roller up the middle, long run for Cepeda, who gloves it, turns his feet, and fires well high off the facing of the dugout. Now a play at second base, and we've got a rundown. Ramon fires back to first. Cisneros trying to corral the baseball, but it pops in and out. And Diaz catches a break. See how they officially score it. A tough play for Cepeda, the shortstop, to make. So you would imagine likely a base hit that then would have turned into a throwing error and then resulted in a rundown, but nothing to show for it. Do give him a base hit, and it's no error because there is no extra base taken. Spears readies and comes home. His first offering to Lastre is flared out towards shallow left, but it stays on the infield grass where Hallback, the third baseman, collects it. And there are 2 away. So it was 3 seasons for Spears in the Pioneer League, independent baseball with the Boise Hawks. Said he really enjoyed his time there, but is super excited about his chance to work in affiliated baseball and feels blessed to be part of the Cubs organization. So he gets a first pitch swing from Braylon Payne, the leadoff man, who fouls it up. Payne has reached in 4 of his 5 trips, and he has scored a couple of times. He has a pair of singles, a double, and a walk. And one time he was retired was on a swinging bunt that Owen Ayers, the catcher, was able to corral and fire onto first. And there's another hit for Braylon Payne, a flare out towards left field. It's a 4-hit game for Braylon Payne. He becomes the 3rd different Carolina Mudcat to notch 4 hits in this one here tonight, and he extends the frame to Luis Pena. We'll get a mound visit here from the catcher Ayers, talking something over with his right-hander on the hill. Spears made his professional debut back in the opener on Friday at Charleston. He went an inning in which he walked 2, gave up a hit, and allowed 1 unearned run. And he did strike out 2. So he ran into a little bit of trouble, but was able to work his way out of it for the most part. He's got 2 aboard with 2 outs, and Luis Pena shoots one right side through the gap into right field. They'll put the stop sign on for Diaz at third base. But it's the 3rd hit of the inning. All of them have been singles, and the base is loaded for a 2nd consecutive inning for Carolina. So the sack's full in the top of the 8th, already an 11-0 game. But there are 2 away, with the most dangerous hitter arguably in the Carolina League at the moment, and Josh Adamczewski. First pitch to Adamczewski is a bit beneath the zone, a ball and no strikes. Adam Shefsky only climbing the rankings in the Carolina League offensively. Came in leading the league in slugging. Second in OPS as he watches outside. First in extra base hits. That was a tie with 3, but he's got his 4 hits tonight. All of them have been singles. And he'll likely finish at the end of the night first in total bases in the Carolina League with 4 more tonight. And he's quickly ahead. 3 balls and no strikes. Left-handed hitter playing second base for Carolina this evening. Bases loaded and a 3-0 count. Pitch on its way. Just missed upstairs, and it's ball 4. That'll net a run for the Mudcats. Everybody moves up 90 feet. Bleiberg Diaz scoring. He was the first to reach in the inning with a 1-out base hit. Started a string in which 3 of 4 batters notch singles, and now the 5th in that line works a walk that pushes home a run. So Payne over to third, Pena up to second. Adam Shefsky at first for the cleanup hitting Eric Batanti. Batanti came in with a pair of runs batted in as Bruce Billings will head out after ball 1 and talk things over with his righty. But Batanti has more than doubled his RBI total as he's picked up 4 more tonight. Bruce Billings conversing with Spears along with the entirety of the Pelicans infield on the back of the mound. Spears had himself a solid start to the frame at 2 on with a runner at, or 2 out with a runner at first base, I should say. But it has spiraled from there. Bases loaded, 2 gone, 1 run in already in the inning. It's a 12-0 advantage for the Mudcats. And the 1-0 offering just misses outside with a breaking ball, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Carolina sent 9 to the dish in the 7th. Batanti is the 7th to bat here in this frame. 2-0. Right at the knees, a breaking ball called a strike. Temperature has dipped below 60 degrees here. Local temperatures 59. A crisp evening for baseball. See a lot of hoodies, lightweight jackets in the crowd as that one was ripped down the first base line and will roll all the way to the wall. 1 run already in. The second will cross standing up. It's a 2-run double for Eric Batanti, who has his 3rd double of the evening. And it goes down as his 5th hit. Eric Batanti feeling it here tonight, and he has been a pain all night for the Pelicans. He drives in 2, the 2nd and 3rd runs of the inning, and he's the 20th hit of the night for Carolina. It's a 14-0 ball game. Payne and Pena both score on the double. Adam Shefsky moves over to third, and Deturi watches ball 1. So first base open after the 2-run double. And the 1-0 offering rides outside. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Deturi, the 8th man to bat. He's got himself a pair of base hits tonight. He's also worked a walk and driven in a run. And actually, Deturi up to 3 RBI on the night. Drove in 2 earlier in this ball game. Pitch home. Rides outside, and there is ball 4. Now the base is loaded yet again, and for the 2nd consecutive inning, at least 9 batters will come to the plate for Carolina. 14 runs on 20 hits tonight for the Mudcats. The Pelicans getting a taste of their own medicine tonight from what we saw in Charleston. There's a foul ball off the bat of Dimitro Nadal. Nadal, one of 2 hitters in this lineup tonight that is hitless for Carolina. And they're back-to-back in the 6-7 spot, where the Reese Walling standing on deck. He's 0 for 5. There's a strike. Nothing and 2 with 2 away. Here in the top of the 8th, bases still loaded. 3 runs in the inning. There's a called strike 3. Got him looking. So for the second straight inning, 3 runs come around to score for Carolina. But the inning ends with the bases loaded via the strikeout. 3 runs in the frame, and Carolina leads it as we head to the bottom of the 8th by a score of 14-0. It's the Pelicans coming to the dish when we come back.
Myrtle Beach's ultimate family night out is Family Friday and fireworks at Pelicans Ballpark. Every Friday home game features a post-game fireworks extravaganza courtesy of Sparks Toyota, a $25 family meal deal which includes 4 hot dogs, 4 Pepsis with a bucket of popcorn, and kid-friendly themes courtesy of WMBF News. After the fireworks show, kids 12 and under get to run the bases courtesy of Broadway Grand Prix. Tickets for the whole family are available today at MyrtleBeachPelicans.com.
Shop the biggest inventory of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs around at Beach Automotive Group. With 7 brands to choose from, the Beach family of dealerships has whatever you're looking for. Come see us at all our Beach locations: Ford, Lincoln, Mazda, Volvo, Buick, GMC, and Chevrolet, where we make car buying easy with our massive selection, convenient financing, and friendly service. Whether you're shopping new or pre-owned, our team of automotive experts are committed to helping you find just the right one for you at just the right price. And if it's not on the lot, let us know and we'll help you custom order your perfect fit so you can drive home happy in a new vehicle you'll love. Plus, when you shop with us, you're always buying backed by Beach with transparent pricing, uncompromised customer service, and our $1,000 low price guarantee. We'll beat any other dealer's price or give you $1,000. There's no better way to buy than backed by Beach. Come see us at Beach Automotive or shop online at beachautomotive.com. Beach Automotive Group, proud sponsor of your Myrtle Beach Pelicans.
You're listening to Myrtle Beach Pelicans baseball.
There's a new arm on the hill to face the Pelicans catcher. It's the 6-7-8 batters due up here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And the first pitch from Jack Seppings is fouled off down the first base line. Seppings wearing the number 32. He stands at 6'1", the right-handed pitcher originally from Stillwater, Minnesota. Signed following the draft with the Milwaukee Brewers organization last year. And the pitch in on the hand, shot foul down the left field line. Will work its way just over the bullpen and into the beach. Owen Ayers finds himself behind 0-2. Ayers tonight 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch back in the 4th inning and falls behind here to open this 8th. He watches well upstairs. Jack Seppings on the hill. He comes on in relief of Miles Langhorne, who goes 1 2/3 innings of scoreless and hitless baseball. And he struck out 3. Pelicans have struck out 11 times tonight. That one hit high in the air out towards center field, but playable for Payne, who waves his arms and reaches into the night sky to haul in out number 1. Hear the crowd. There's Slider. Matt Hallback steps in now. Hallback came in leading the Carolina League in batting average. But he's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts tonight. He has reached via the free pass on one occasion. And he goes after the first pitch, a slow roller up the first base line. Seppings underhand flips to first. And there's out number 2. Well, the Pelicans down to their final 4 outs in this one. Cam Cisneros stands in now. He's 0 for 3. He did reach his last time, but that was on a strikeout. It's part of a 4-strikeout 6th inning. But Cisneros reached and was stranded at second base in the frame. Pitch home, a check swing, and it's a called strike. Likely offered at it. What didn't matter is Derek Gibson, calling the balls and strikes tonight, said it found the zone. 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 8th for Jack Sepping. Seppings misses the zone, and it's 1-1. He's the 4th arm used tonight by the Mudcats. Right-hander readies and comes home with a 1-1. Wave and a miss over the top for Cisneros. Seppings tended Brown. He's making his 2nd appearance on the young year. He picked up a 6-out save in his first trip. There's a pitch clock violation charged to Seppings, so the count moves to 2-2. Picked up a pair of strikeouts over his 2 innings of work. He's in the midst of his 2nd season with the Mudcats as he misses downstairs. And the count runs to full. He pitched 3 games last year, giving up 4 earned runs and 4 innings of work. But he went 1-0 during his time in the Carolina League. Now pitching in overall game number 5 of his professional career. There's a bouncing ball up the middle, but behind the second base bag, the shortstop Pena gloves it, short hops it over to first, and Batati digs it out. It's a 1-2-3, bottom of the 8th for the Mudcats' new arm and Jack Seppings. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We go to the 9th. It's a 14-run deficit, and the Mudcats in front. They come to the plate when we come back.
Hey fans, catch the excitement of minor league baseball with the Bally Sports Live app. Watch your favorite team or scout the top prospects. Every game live all season long.
Strike 3! You're out!
Plus, stream the Savannah Bananas and emerging fight sports to keep the action going. Best of all, it's totally free. No credit card required. Download the Bally Sports Live app today on your phone or connected device.
The wait is almost over. Pelicans baseball returns to the Grand Strand this spring.
And the Pelicans are once again victorious.
The Birds home opener is set for Tuesday, April 8th. Don't miss out on the biggest night of the 2025 season.
It is a home run.
The future stars of the Chicago Cubs take the field at 7 p.m. and we'll cap off the night with a fireworks extravaganza. For tickets and information, visit MYRTLEBeachPelicans.com/tickets. Come out to Pelicans Ballpark for Ultra Sippin' Saturdays throughout the 2025 season.
Ready to go on Saturday night from Myrtle Beach.
Every Saturday home game features $2 Michelob Ultra 12-ounce cans, $3 glasses of Duplin Winery wine, and $25 Mega Bug mixed drinks.
It's gone!
The drink special runs for 2 hours after gates open. That's Ultra Sippin' Saturdays every home Saturday at Pelicans Ballpark. Get your tickets today at MYRTLEBeachPelicans.com/tickets.
You're listening to Myrtle Beach Pelicans baseball.
Top of the 9th inning. It's been all Carolina Mudcats here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. It's Reese Walling to lead off the top of the 9th. A 14-0 deficit for the Pelicans, who, barring an unforeseen comeback, will lose their first game in 2025 and drop to 3-1 on the young season. This matchup between 2 undefeated cross-division rivals. First pitch to Walling is fouled off right in front of the plate. Walling leading off for a 3rd consecutive inning. He is hitless tonight and has yet to reach base. He watches a called strike on the outer edge and falls behind 0-2. He struck out to lead off the 7th inning. That was a 3-run 7th inning. in which the Mudcats sent 9 to the plate. 0-2. Started his swing, able to hold up and watch just a bit outside. Ball in 2 strikes. And then he grounded to first to begin the 8th inning, and that went down to be another 3-run frame for Carolina, in which they sent exactly 9 to the plate again. There's a line drive into right, and Reese Walling joins the party. Hit number 21 for the Mudcats. And Reese Walling becomes the 8th different batter for Carolina in this game to notch a hit. Bleiberg Diaz, who has a pair of singles to his name, stands in now. Working against the righty Braden Spears. Spears readies, and the pitch. Yanked down and away. Diaz, the catcher for Carolina. Right-handed hitter waves the bat over his right shoulder, and the pitch. There's a slow roller back towards the hill. Spears tried to barehand it, and it'll be an infield base hit for Diaz. Everything tonight going in the Mudcats' direction. Seen multiple infield knocks. Spears did everything that he could there, tried to barehand it. Even had he picked it up cleanly, not 100% sure he would have been able to sit down Diaz. So it's back-to-back singles to open the top of the ninth. There's a ground ball up the middle, could be 2. Cepeda vacuums it in, steps on the bag, fires to first, and it's a 6-3 double play. Oh, the twin killing rolled by Braden Spears. Angel Cepeda, the shortstop, doing the majority of the work. It does move Walling over to third base. He stands at third, but there's 2 gone for the top of the lineup in Braylon Payne. And the first pitch, chopped on the ground right side, but a foul ball. Right-hander readies. Black glove at the chin, and the 0-1. Tapper nearly same location, but this time Spears snags it with the leather and fires a strike onto first, and the inning is over. It's a scoreless frame in the top of the ninth. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left aboard the base paths. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Last chance for the Pelicans to get on the board. They trail 14-0. It's the Birds to the plate when we come back.
Beginning April 22nd, enjoy $2 tacos and $3 tall boys every Tuesday, courtesy of Corona, Fiesta Mexicana, and WMBF News.
We open the series here in Myrtle Beach on Tuesday night.
These tasty tacos and ice-cold tall boys of Corona and Modelo are available on the Budweiser Bowtie deck. Tacos are available while supplies last, and the drink special runs for 2 hours beginning when gates open. Get your tickets now at myrtlebeachpelicans.com/tickets.
Shop the biggest inventory of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs around at Beach Automotive Group. With 7 brands to choose from, the Beach family of dealerships has whatever you're looking for. Come see us at all our Beach locations: Ford, Lincoln, Mazda, Volvo, Buick, GMC, and Chevrolet, where we make car buying easy with our massive selection, convenient financing, and friendly service. Whether you're shopping new or pre-owned, our team of automotive experts are committed to helping you find just the right one for you at just the right price. And if it's not on the lot, let us know and we'll help you custom order your perfect fit so you can drive home happy in a new vehicle you'll love. Plus, when you shop with us, you're always buying backed by Beach with transparent pricing, uncompromised customer service, and our $1,000 low price guarantee. We'll beat any other dealer's price or give you $1,000. There's no better way to buy than backed by Beach. Come see us at Beach Automotive or shop online at beachautomotive.com. Beach Automotive Group, proud sponsor of your Myrtle Beach Pelicans.
Leonel Espinoza leads off the bottom of the ninth. Last chance for the Pelicans here in the 2025 home opener. It's been all Mudcats to this point. A 14-0 lead. Espinoza has done his part at the bottom of the card, reaching all 3 times, but he waves and misses at the first offering from Jack Seppings, who pitched a 1-2-3 bottom of the 8th. It's the 9-1-2 batters due up for the Pelicans here in the 9th. And the pitch from Seppings rides high and tight on Espinosa, sent him leaning out of the way of it. Checking in on the Cubs back at Wrigley Field. It is 6-all between the Rangers and the Cubs. They are headed to the bottom of the 8th inning with the Cubs coming up. It's Ian Happ, the former Pelican, to lead things off. The 1-1 popped up on the infield right side. Tonti on the cut of the outfield grass makes the grab in foul ground. 1 down. It's 4 up, 4 down for Jack Seppings. And the Pelicans have had base runners tonight. You run through the left on base. They left 2 in the first inning, 2 in the third, 3 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth, and 2 in the sixth. But most of those have been via walks and hit by pitches. They have just 2 hits tonight. Alexi Lumpoy cuts through a first offering. Fastball from Seppings. Top of the lineup, 5th time through for the Pelicans. Ready's highlight kick. Breaking ball stayed upstairs. The ball and a strike. Infield playing Lumpoy to pull. Center fielder Payne is well shadowed to the first base side of the second base bag out there in center. And that one is pulled, but a foul ball just rode the line, but stayed in foul territory. Might be to Lumpoy's advantage because of where Batanti was playing. And the ball stayed in the field of play in foul territory. So the Mudcats first baseman goes and flips it into the crowd. Alexi Lumpoy still in search of hit number 1 tonight. He's riding a 3-game hitting streak. He's hit in the top 2 in the order in all 4 games of the season. He watches called strike 3, and he's down on strikes. Seppings has him a strikeout, his first here in this outing, trying to go 2 full innings of work. He's retired the first 5 that he's faced, and the Pelicans down to their final out. Here's Angel Cepeda, who was responsible for one of the 2 hits for Myrtle Beach tonight. First offering rides a bit outside. Cepeda has reached on 3 occasions, but he is 1 for 3. He reached on an error. He has been hit by a pitch, picked up a single. His last time out, he struck out. Breaking ball, just missed a bit high, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Angel Cepeda, the 19-year-old, 17th ranked prospect in the Cubs organization, a guy that the coaches here in Myrtle Beach and the entire Cubs organization just rave about. 2-0. Rocketed, bat sawed off, a blooper into shallow left center. Oncoming is Payne, and he's there to make the grab, and that ends our night. The Mudcats victorious here in the series opener and the home opener in 2025 for the Myrtle Beach Pelicans. It was all Mudcats, a 14-0 win over the Myrtle Beach Pelicans. It ends in a 1-2-3, bottom of the 9th. Angel Cepeda flies out to center field to end it. It's no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. That was much of the night for the Pelicans. They had their opportunities, but they notched just 2 hits on the evening. You look back at this one, it's 14 runs for Carolina, coming on 22 hits and 1 error. Myrtle Beach, no runs on 2 hits and no errors defensively, but it was all Carolina. Melvin Hernandez started this one with 3 innings of scoreless baseball. You have 2 hits. Both the 2 hits tonight charged to Melvin Hernandez. It's Brian Rivera who earns the win in this one. On the other side, it'll be the starter Hayden Frank in his debut professionally that suffers the loss. There is no save. It was a good crowd on hand that is sticking around to watch some fireworks, but a night to forget for the Pelicans as they drop to 3-1 on the young year, coming off a sweep in Charleston. only able to notch 2 hits. They're shut out for the first time this year. And Carolina will improve to 4-0 and become the first to reach 4-0 on the season. Salem in the works at this very moment, attempting to go 4-0. So 2 teams still undefeated in the Carolina League, both of them residing in the North. The Pelicans, at the very worst, will sit tied for first place in the Carolina League South standings, but they lose this one tonight by a final score of 14-0. I want to thank you for hanging out with us tonight. The Pelicans back in action tomorrow, a 6:35 p.m. first pitch. It is right-handed pitcher Will Frisch who will make his 2025 season debut. He will do so against a left-hander going for Carolina and Wande Torres, making his season debut as well. I want to remind you to follow us, the Pelicans, on social media, staying up to date with the latest news on the Myrtle Beach Pelicans. All the socials on X, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Also can follow us on Threads as well. The Pelicans dropped to 3-1, losing this one 14-0. I'm Luke Maley saying thanks for hanging out with us, and a special thank you to Chuck Greenberg, Ryan Moore, and Kristen Call for making this possible. The Pelicans fall to 3-1 on the year. Carolina to 4-0. Luke Maley saying thanks and enjoy the rest of your night.